symphony. I would rather let this go than to bring it up again. But everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin, with nothing left to show. We're afraid of where we've been. You gotta let me in. I'm not a mark, baby, you're fine. Turning in one, and you run out, falling the leather. These my regrets.
Go for the combo, goes for the awesome aces to get some healing done, but the headshot right outside of the zone. One more auto, she just over. Heal with dash right in, tries to finish the job, and the auto finishes him off. Oh my. The switcheroo takes them side to side, but that might have been a bad idea for the side of Ren there. He takes the fall up, takes the AC5, and it needs to just steer clear off of Bins at the moment, but Bins just wants to go in. 20 seconds left, and the zone has now been closed. Yeah, forced to go and sit out inside of the Earth C6, and it's, oh my god, that's over! The shield is what's keeping him alive, and now the Resonance Vault is gonna fall, and it looks like Meditate will at the same time! What?
This is insane! We are seeing a shift in Apeiron!
Mary pass, and it looks like Yui might just be sent to the Shadow Realm immediately. Walks towards the trap. Oh my gosh. HHA has locked in their tickets to Hong Kong.
Come on, Khan.
Let's
go.
What is up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to the Aperion Guild War, and now we are in the North American side of things. We saw Asia dominate, and we also saw Meditate and Ancient 8. What is up with your guild having the 8 name at the end of your name? Maybe at some point we're going to call ourselves Unimagus 8 so we can actually start winning some stuff. But joking aside, my name is BQ, and I'm going to be introducing my partner caster for today. It is gonna be Zero. Zero, say what's up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks, Biku. And to answer your question, why we have 8 is because 8 is a very prosperous Chinese, a very auspicious Chinese number, and it means basically make a fortune or be rich. So that's why we have the 8 in our names. That's how Chinese we are. I'm kidding, but it's just a little bit of a a coincidence. But hey, enough about that. We've got a lot of great matches here today, B2 for the AGW NA qualifiers.
Oh yeah. So aside from the Meditates game and of course BoodNation, which match are you excited for? Of course, let's count everyone in because I know you're excited to see your teammates, hack at it.
Of course, definitely. There's so many good matches, and there's a lot of upsets as well during the entire first 2 days that wasn't on stream. I mean, a lot of surprising results like Daotsu being knocked down to the lower brackets. We also have, Red Clouds also already saying goodbye this early on, something definitely we did not expect. But we still have a lot of heavy hitters in the upper brackets as well. I mean, we've got Atlas Gaming going up against Shecito's Farmstic Guild, SFG. That will be the first match of the day. And of course, like you said, BoodNation against Meditate, also in the in the winner bracket semi-final. So that's going to be very exciting to watch. And the lower brackets is not going to be too much of a resident sleeper as well, because Huru Gaming's down there, Daotsu is still fighting it out in the lower bracket. So a lot of great matches happening here today, Biku, and I can't wait to see them all.
Definitely. And of course, we also have the OGs in Dude Ain't Dumb and Crypto Inside hacking at it as well. So yeah, shout out to every player that's coming in today. But of course, some words from our founder, Frank, aka Lore Keeper, before all that. Frank?
Hi guys, welcome to the America's Regional Finals. Well, not finals, the regionals for Apeiron Guild War. Certainly an exciting time. We're in the final week to decide the other two pair of teams that will be flying to hopefully Hong Kong by the end of this year to participate in the grand finals. Will be an exciting time, and judging from what I see from preliminaries and also the lineup, it's going to be some incredible matches. Always enjoy Rallo playing seriously, and looking to see if anyone can give him a run for his money. Alright, guys, well, once again, before everything begins, I would like to thank all our players and congratulate them for making it to the top of the leaderboards and making it to this tournament. It takes nothing less than hard work, dedication, and skill to be able to be here. So hats off to all of you from me and my entire company for committing to this game. To thank our viewers, our sponsors, the fellow Ronin crowds, and the projects that are commenting and sending us some rewards for our viewers to take a look at. And finally, of course, the community team, the Wrangler team, and the daddies who have helped us set up all these streams and are improving with every stream. I still remember the very first AGW we did with Valorant. It was a broadcasting nightmare, but it's incredible seeing how much we've grown since then and will continue to improve. So, good job, guys. And lastly, thank you, casters. You guys make all the difference and making this whole thing a lot more enjoyable. And have fun, have a beer, and enjoy these few days of tournaments, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, Frank. And of course, with the first Guild Wars being a Valorant tournament, and now that we have a game of our own, it's such a breath of fresh air that the Apeiron Guild Wars is finally with PvP. The previous ones was with the PvE as a speedrun, and gamers united and screwed that. Well, not really screwed it up. They broke the game. They broke the game to the point that even the devs didn't know that it was possible. Zero. So coming up next is going to be Atlas Gaming versus Shecito's Farmtastic Guild. What do you know about this guild? I don't know much about Shecito's Farmtastic Guild, but Atlas, I have heard more about it, especially that the owner is one of the OGs.
Yeah, like Atlas, they have Toby, Gap, and Karim. At one point, all of these players at one point was rank 1 in the leaderboard. In one period or another. So they are a pretty stacked guild for sure in the NA region. Definitely looking like one of the favorites to make it to Hong Kong. And Shecito's Farmtastic Guild, I'll just call it SFG. That's a bit of a mouthful there for their guild. But for those who came from Axie, Shecito was a breeder from Axie. He has moved to Apeiron. He's also breeding in Apeiron as well. And he's also started a scholarship and a guild of his own. And Cat Lord, I don't know much about Cat Lord. I only know that he was, I think, in the top 10 in the previous season. So he was ranked 7 in the previous season, so he's pretty high ranked. Shecito himself and J-Tim as well. I don't know too much about him, but you know, looking at their results and how they made it so far, they beat Krypton 3-0, which is a pretty good result. You know, sweeping them all together. So you know, J-Tim's coming in hot. Karim as well. They haven't lost a game yet for the South Atlas, so this is gonna be a good matchup for the first match.
Oh, definitely. So knowing that they did conquer the people that so Crypto Inside won against Red Clouds, sending them to the lower bracket, and Shecito beat Crypto Inside 3-0. That is insane. And these are OGs in Crypto Inside, by the way. So they were there in the previous Guild Wars, and now here they are being sent to the lower bracket. By the way, guys, don't forget to repost the live stream on our X at Apeiron NFT, because it will enter you into a raffle for a Golden Apostle ticket. So here's an opportunity to strengthen your army by adding another Apostle that is IV 81 to 100 if you're really freaking lucky. So don't forget to repost the stream, baby.
Doing it right now.
Yep, do it right now. So I haven't had any luck, but then Rallo did come around and told me, hey, if you're going to do the transaction, make sure to turn on your Windows calculator. And then Big Sword was actually crazy enough to do it himself. And when he did do it, he got an IV 97 rogue with Card Shark, and I'm like, huh.
That actually works.
It actually worked. Insane. All right. Well, without further ado, we will get to Atlas Gaming versus Sheci Farmstic Guild Fight, their game, after these messages.
Hi, my name is Chung, the CEO and co-founder of Sky Babies. Today, we are entering a new chapter of the Ronin network with a new delegated proof of stake upgrade. Let's build together.
A Ronin is a samurai without a master. With Ronin, we took the destiny of our own products into our own hands.
Skybaby's team has been working very hard in past months for this moment. And on the journey to DPOS, we have some new key high. We also make some new friends along the way.
So we have vetted over 250 game studios to determine those exact right partners for us and for our ecosystem.
Progressively decentralizing the network over time means that we can move a little bit slower at the beginning and get a more clear idea of what the most important value adds for people are. And now we can really start to see the fruits of our labor.
All right, now the game is gonna begin. So, seeing as what their builds are at the moment, we currently see that one does have a Foresty and the other one is a Karst. And some would say that the Foresty is just basically a Karst, but it really depends on their elemental distribution. But what do you think, Sarah?
I mean, Kars is pretty much, I think, one of the strongest bodies right now. You know, Earth is just so good with their perks, with all their skills. Forestry, you know, you do have that little bit more water, which allows you to have a bit more sustain, which plays really well as well. So it depends, like you said, on what their distribution, what their birth perks and skills are. So it's going to be interesting to see. And it looks like it's going to be Starfall for the side of J-Team. No, for the side of Gap. Well, for J-Team, not sure. It looks like it might be a EC6 here. It is an EC6.
It is an ERC6 build, but on the side of which one is? Let's see. Okay,
Gap's Starfall.
So we've seen Karim play a lot, especially in the E4E tournaments. So seeing him is not new. He is running the Gustwind Unbound build, one of the classics. Is this also Zip Zap Tailwind? I mean, of course it is, because you can't really run Gustwind and Zip Zap without the Tailwind dash. It's already a staple at this point. But as for J-Tim, I haven't seen that much of him actually. This might be the first tournament that I'm ever gonna cast seeing him.
Yeah, and right now he's in a decent position. He's taking a lot of damage though. Oh, the returns are gonna do a lot to him. Can he get out of here? He is kind of stuck here as well, trying to back off. But his HP is still pretty healthy, and he's almost cleaned out all of the mages from the side of Karim already as well. So I think for J-Team, he's in a good spot. He just needs to be able to survive into the mid game.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, exactly. So that definitely is the goal for ERC6 players. They don't really mind getting the early aggression, but it seems that Karim trying to stop him, or any efforts that he's done to stop him whatsoever, killing his apostles is really for naught, because he's already at half health, and J-Team is still almost full health. So coming into the late game, you do have your avatar cards funneled into you, but without your apostles and that many HP, there's a very slim chance that you could even win this. So it's now a 5v1 situation, almost.
Oh, he's playing the Gustwing Unbound, one of the builds that can go 1v5, and right now, J-Team's taking a lot of damage. He has to watch out. He has to drop another Resonance Vault to try and protect himself the best he can, but he's really getting chain stun out here. Can he drop one off? He kind of needs that right now. He has all of his apostles left alive though, so that's really good for him right now, but he needs to be able to survive the next few seconds.
That's true, but both of them are already at the same HP, but a lot of apostle damage is coming through. Oh my god, he gets stunned on that vault. Vault is down, and wow, that is not how you would expect this first game to go. You would think that J-Team, on the first look, J-Team would win that automatically, but it looks like Karim just doesn't give up, and and literally just a few hits away, that would have been J-Team's game.
Yeah,
that was not even supposed to be close.
Yeah, J-Team I think was in a fantastic spot. I mean, he killed off all of the mages from the side of Karim, which is which is very important going against that matchup. But I think he just took a bit too much damage after that, and that was just it. He gets this cancelled. No, good movement there from Karim, getting his Resonance Vault off. So that's gonna be him off to a great start. But the Switcheroo is gonna save the mage for a little longer. So Karim's gonna be pretty happy about the situation right now.
Oh yeah. So at the early start for Karim, there's really not much going on. It's more so just try to keep up the pace of J-Tim. I'll just call him as IGN. It's a lot easier. I'll say Jose. All right. So with Jose, like, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to cast their names, but any hooser. So looking at how Karim needs to move forward into the late game, he just needs to take the pace at the same time as an ERC6. It may be difficult, but it's not as impossible, really. The only difficult part is that you're not going to find these early game aggressions, and most of the games will end within the zone.
Yeah, just because of how defensive the Resonance Vaults can be. Not able to cancel that. That's going to be a huge drop here from Karim. That's going to catch all the apostles. The mage is almost about to die, leaving only the Guardian and the Warrior left alive there for the side of Aperion. But he should be okay with this. I mean, he is a Gustwing Unbound player, so he's gonna have all the damage he needs in the late game to burst. He just needs to make sure that he needs to get it done before the circle gets too small.
That's true. So it's definitely all about looking for openings. Fails to cancel that Resonance Vault there, but hopefully it's not for nothing. He does have 10 health. I'm sorry, he does have 10 mana in the chamber. That's the first AC5. Doesn't get canceled by the Resonance Vault. That's perfect. May get something in the return, but not that much since he's way too far away. Awesome Age is going to keep him alive. Going to keep the momentum going. But oh my god, Tailwind Dash bonks his head on that rock and roll rock. And yeah, they were just going to be reset. This looks like a repeat of the previous one, but it's looking once again on the side of J-Team. J-Team could potentially close this out as a tie, but as we've seen the performance from the previous game, that might not just be the case.
Yep, he puts up shields with the Aegis. That's great there for Jose Guapo, but he needs to buy a little bit more space. That's perfect for J-Team right now. He gets knocked out into the red zone. He is low right now, Karim. He has to watch out. He cannot allow J-Team to drop another Resonance Vault because that will be the end of it. This return, good connection, but it hits into shield, so he's not going to get too much healing from that. Another Zip Zap out. Can he get the stun? Nope, it's a bit off, and I think Jose Guapo should be in a good position unless this return is able to change things. Oh, this is a
get
good
another
combo
cancel.
though.
He got another cancel on the Resonance Vault, so that is definitely huge. He has the Zip Zap, he has the Tailwind, but the Zip Zap battle is gonna go to Jose Guapo, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, that was good defensive play towards the end there from Jose Guapo. Like the micro movements, avoiding the returns. That definitely came up huge. He was low. Like, he was one gust swing to the face away from dying, but managed to clutch it out towards the end. So, tie game in the opening series. What else can you ask for here, Biku?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. We're in the upper bracket. These are two teams that you would not expect to be here, but honestly I expected Karen to be here because he's been grinding to the top, and as expected, he is up here. But it is now a tiebreaker right now against Jose Guapo. Finds 2 on that Resonance Vault. But honestly, on that last game, he did get an Earthsea 6 canceled. But then J-Tim just realized, oh my god, I could just Zip Zap Orb. Because like, if you Zip Zap and have the advantage on Apostles and somewhat an advantage on the HP, you just literally just win. Which says a lot once there's not that much space for you to move. So Earthsea 6 doesn't work, Zip Zap Orb will definitely work.
Yeah, definitely. That small range fits perfectly into the Zip Zap Orbs. And right now we do see Karim sitting on 10 mana. He's really floating a lot of mana right now. The rock and roll does connect, so that's a bit more space. But he's running into 4 Apostles here. He has to watch out of the Hunters. The Hunters do hurt quite a bit.
And that's true. And also that Guardian, Most Awesome Aegis, along with the Prickly Personality, just to deter him away. And he remains unscathed with full health, while Karim needs to find an angle on how he can actually go into this. He has 14 mana right now and needs to find a way to expend this. He has 3 Apostles alive, so literally his entire deck. Oh my god, look at that really nice hand. 2 AC5s as well. One doesn't get canceled. If he literally plays this somewhat perfectly, he can even get a kill here. But who knows? It's still anyone's game at this point on. And on the side of Jose, it's all of the Apostles still alive. Actually, -1. There's already one that died there, and it looks like the mage on the side of Karim will stay alive.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play with the Aegis from J-Tim, just stopping a lot of that damage and lifesteal coming out. So, you know, right now Karim's in a bit of trouble. Another Resonant Vault gets dropped off, so that's more time. That's 15 seconds bought there for the side of J-Tim. And right now, if you look at the HP from Karim, he's not very healthy. He's trying to land these tailwinds, but it's pretty hard into the Resonance Vault.
That's true. Oh my god, he gets another Resonance Vault down. His last Apostle is sure to go down after that, taking way too much damage from the Rogue and the Hunter. He's stuck way too close to them. He's trying to find the angle for this Tailwind Dash, but I don't think there's a follow-up to this. He's just expending mana for almost nothing. Okay, so there's no more Resonance Vault, but oh my goodness, that bomb almost got the stun for that AC5. And now this is a bit too clutch. Oh, the Guardian blocks the Tailwind Dash. What the heck?
Don't you hate when that happens, man?
Guardian doing its job, dude. Crazy. Okay, he's taken extremely low here. A Resonance Vault could literally end the game for Karim. Zip Zap Orb into nothing. Doesn't get the stun on the Resonance Vault, and that's way too close. 3 seconds left, and it is now the sweet spot for this Earth C6. Gus went unbound, maybe for dear life. Doesn't find anything. Getting burned outside of the zone. Forced to go inside the Resonance Vault, and that's just it for Karim. And the winner is Shecito's J Tim. Damn.
This matchup is hard for the AC5. Sure, you have openings that the Gustwing player can exploit to be able to get the win, but it's still not a matchup that you want to face, even in ladder, because of the shields they can put out with the Aegis as well as the Resonance Vault. So that makes it a very tough matchup for Karim. So Atlas taking the first loss in this best of 5 series. It's not the start they're looking for sure.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, so Karim is just one of them. There's still gonna be Gap and Toby. Both have held, as like you said, both have held the top spot in the leaderboard at some point, and is always been the scary people that you don't want to face in ladder. So there's still Gap, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen what Gap has been playing. Maybe they've incorporated Earth-C1 as well, since it's such a big deal right now. It's such a good ability. I know you play Earth-C1 as well. I don't get it, but I don't want to get. I don't want to get it. I don't like it. It looks weird. It's a perfectly shaped rock just being thrown around. It's like it's billiards on the map.
It's bowling, man. Whoever's good in bowling is gonna be great in playing Earth-C1, and it's just a very. It makes the map very claustrophobic, right? You've got the Resonance Vault, you've got the Rock and Roll dropped everywhere across the map. It also heals you, so it becomes, it creates a lot of areas in the map where you cannot move. And as the map goes smaller, every single piece of real estate becomes very important. That's why it's so strong right now. Not to mention, of course, the damage and the ability to be able to chain stun in as well.
Yeah, so with the chain stun and all that, I have seen. I think I caught a glimpse of Sharpie perhaps playing Earth-C1 as well. That I'm not sure. Well, Sharpie amongst other players that has incorporated it on their build, even though they are playing a Delta, which naturally has no Earth elemental distribution, are still able to incorporate it in their build.
Yeah, it's just such a low-cost skill, right? It's a Circle 1 skill, so that's. It only needs very minimum amount of Earth points, and you don't really need too many levels on it to get a lot of value out of it. That's why it's a really flexible skill that you can just put it into any sort of composition, and it does wonders as well.
So looking at this, we're just doing a quick thing check before the next start for the next match. So J Tim, using that Earth C6, killed off the first member on the side of on Starlord's Guild, Atlas Gaming. So coming up next is going to be Gap. We've seen Gap in most E4E tournaments as well in NA. Will this translate to the Apeiron Guild Wars? And seeing as J-Tim did have a really weird opening start, but came out stronger into the third game. I think maybe it was just like first game jitters, perhaps.
Yeah, just warming up for the day. That happens, and yeah, this is like you said. This is a bigger stage for all of these players. This is your flight ticket to Hong Kong, and it definitely will be weighing on these players' minds. That especially as we head towards the last player, that that player has all the weight on his shoulders. So that's when it becomes more and more high stakes and interesting. But hey, we might see Gap be able to even things out here. He now knows what opponent he's facing, and he can tech his build against it.
All right, so
good switcheroo.
Ooh, the switcheroo, but it looks like the mage is gonna go inside the zone. It has enough range to actually just be outside of the zone while auto attacking the Resonance Vault, but slowly just goes and walk in. Oh man, you don't want to see that, but at least there's not that much damage on the release for the Resonance Vault.
Yep, definitely, and he's really doing a lot of auto attacks on towards J-Tim right now. He's down to half health. This is the reverse situation of of what happened against Krim. So he has the HP advantage. He's really pressing the advantage right now. The headshot doesn't connect, but the fallout does, and the AC5 will connect as well. That's a lot of damage being dealt to J-Team right now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is really how you want to see these AC5 plays. Welcome to the slam. Does not connect, but that would have been huge if it hit though. So Gap looking at a dominant start here. Even though Jose Guapo's build is a bit more defensive, he does have the zip zap. He got stunned by the baby cage, but he will continue to walk away and will continue to be defensive. He does find the most awesome Aegis. Oh my goodness, that headshot would have been huge if it hit. Yep, looking a bit way too scary for Jose Guapo right now.
Yeah, he's a bit low. He needs to start dropping down the bowling balls to start healing up so that he can sustain himself to the late game. But we see Gap doing a really good job keeping his mages alive. Both his mages are still alive, so that is a lot of stuns that can come out from both these mages.
Alright, here comes the balls though. Look at both of those archers just about to drop. The second to the last, I'm sorry, that was the last mage actually on the side of Gap. He only has that hunter left. It's 3v2 situation. Both of them are somewhat half health, but the advantage on the side of Gap is the Resonance Vault. Gets an AC5 down, but it looks like J-Tim now somewhat has control of the game.
Yeah, he is losing out all his apostles though. So the late game is gonna look very difficult for him. He needs to keep this Guardian alive as long as possible, because this Guardian provides you shield, provides you with crowd control, and it's just another additional body that, you know, that Gap has to deal with. And now we see the awesome Aegis coming out, the stun going to connect. That's gonna be huge damage from Jose Guapo right now, and that's gonna allow him to go into this late game pretty healthily as well.
That's true, and I think he's trying to figure out on how he could probably drop another Resonance Vault here, but I think he's just gonna look to keep dropping these rock and rolls instead. It's a lot cheaper, it's a lot easier, and not to mention the Zip Zap Orb is so much pressure at the moment. He does have the Guardian. I think the only combo that he can make, oh, the Resonance Vault does get cancelled. I was about to say the only combo that he can make is maybe find the baby cage for the stun, but now the Zip Zap battle commences and it looks like it's gonna fall down to Gap.
But if J-Team gets this off somehow, no, the timing's a bit too tight with the Zip Zap Orbs, and he's not able to drop down the Resonance Vault. So great plays, great aggressive moves early on by Gap, you know, really putting the pressure from the get-go. He's been auto-attacking a lot on towards J-Team, stopping his health from regenerating with Bane probably. So that's allowed him to get off to a hot start, and you need that hot start because if you head towards the mid to late game with the HP disadvantage, then it's gonna be really tough.
Oh yeah, so seeing as that was wonderfully played, especially by Gap, applying the pressure even in the early game. He gets the push out on that warrior, just leaving that one mage, and it will be switcherooed right away. So the no-no square that you see, I'm sorry, not that J-Tim made for himself, is definitely working. One more win would get him eliminated, but maybe this is where the jitters are gone. Maybe J-Team will pull off what he did in the first game.
Yep, he now has the HP advantage just a little bit for now, doing a lot of good damage towards the mage and the warrior from Gap, so that's gonna keep him in a good spot. But this welcome to Slam, oh, barely misses there, just a bit out of range.
Oh, just a bit of range, but he does get the second one though. Not a lot of charges on that, not a lot of damage coming out of that either. Might have actually might have just been B Formless screwing with me, because like he had armor, he got hit, but then the damage kind of revealed itself at first, but now I think he's already healed himself back up because of the wild growth. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, that was a really nice baby cage.
Perfectly in the middle, but now he's gonna get hit by a couple of balls to his face. That's never a good sign, never something you want to see. Another Resonance Vault drop down. That's gonna be a lot of damage dealt to his warriors. The last two warriors of Gap here about to fall, so that's gonna be another apostle advantage going towards J-Team for a little bit longer. Oof.
Oh my god, so close, and doesn't even get the stun on that. And it looks like the Hunter is a bit more displaced right now. Doesn't have a way to get out of the zone. Wastes a few mana on that headshot, but looking at how the Apostles are almost equal JTim only has one hunter left on the map. It's not as good as having the
no.
Guardian, but I guess it's something of an advantage. All right,
Ah.
does get the stun on that Zip Zap orb. Gets him on the tailwind, but there wasn't anything casting there at the moment. Another AC5 there. A second is going to come after. The return is going to be huge if he actually gets this. Doesn't have a tailwind dash. Oh my god, the tailwind dash would have been huge. He had like 3 in his hand, and he couldn't get that off, but the Zip Zap orb could just be the nail in the coffin if he stays alive. A ball to the jaw, gets him stunned, but one more Hakutua would just send JTim out of this game.
Yeah, it's not over yet though. He needs to finish this game off. Is there wandering step? There's no wandering step on Jose Guapo. He needs to drop another resonance ball. He gets it off the shields. Oh, what a time! Barely makes it. And Gap will be able to end the menace. That was JTim and force the series to a 1-1 draw. What a game, Biku. What a game.
What a game. That was insane. Before the resonance ball could even grant him the shield to survive, he just dies before that. And coming up to face Gap is going to be the owner of the guild, Sheci himself. I have high respects for whales who actually play the game and are good at the game.
Oh,
so
yeah,
seeing that
definitely.
Sheci is representing his own guild means that he went through the leaderboard, he went through the games to make it here. Now, Star-Lord, where are you, bro?
I mean, that was a close game. I mean, if that resonance vault dropped 0.5 seconds later, we could have seen a completely different result, and we might be seeing game 3. But hey, you know, this is esports. It comes down to a matter of inches, right? On who gets into a better position, and ultimately, Gap was just too good. He knew that he was able to finish the game off if he just pushed his tempo, and he did exactly just that. He didn't back off. He wasn't scared. He went for the kill, and he got the kill.
Yeah, there was just so many instances that close games like these happen, especially with just one player under JTim. It happened in the first round, it happened again, it just keeps happening. So seeing that how close this was, inches away from being a win for the other side. It's just there's more than meets the eye than just being an Axie guild turned Apeiron guild. They're here for blood.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not easy to climb the leaderboard. I mean, anyone who's played the game can attest to that. And also qualifying for the AGW is not an easy feat as well. So props to all the players who've made it, even in the top 16. It takes a month plus of hard work and dedication. And now you just have to work a little bit harder to reap the fruits of your rewards. But hey, we are about to have the next match, which is, like you said, Gap going up against Sheci. Who do you have your money on, Biku?
Well, Gap versus Sheci. Well, Sheci, I have yet to see Sheci. I know I've seen Gap play. I've seen Gap dominate in different tournaments. So I like to root for the underdog. I'll root for Sheci.
Right. I mean,
just because I don't really know much about him. Just because
you like the dark horses.
Yeah.
I mean,
who knows? Maybe he's just the god at the game. I just don't know yet. You know.
I mean, to qualify and make it to the winner semifinals of the Apeiron Guild War is no mean feat. So you gotta be at least decent at the game to make it this far, or you just have a fantastic third seed player. I mean, who knows? Sheci right now, he's gonna be under fire, because if he loses this game, it means that his guild is one loss away from dropping to the lower brackets, and nobody wants to see that.
Oh yeah, nobody wants to go to the lower brackets. It broke during the Southeast Asian Games. It broke my heart when I saw Meditate go down, but also at the same time, it's an eye opener that there are good players in this game. So when you guys got sent to the lower brackets, I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. But that's what you love to see. You love insane shit happening in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work hard with it, and the ones who work harder will be able to find some way to beat you. So you gotta make sure you're on your A game at all times, and respect all your opponents, which I believe both these players will definitely be respecting each other as well. As we're gonna head into game number 3 of this best of 5 series. Sheci is gonna be on Resonance Vault as well. So Gap is gonna be up against another one of these cabinet users.
Cabin. Okay, cabin. It does look like a cabinet. At the same time, I'm looking at it like it's like one of those oil rigs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's trying to dig for oil on the ground. Dang. So we're just seeing Gap sitting on 14 mana just so casually, waiting for a right moment to actually expend it all at the same time. And as for Shecito, just keeping everything alive, did bring a priest to the game.
That is rough.
Yeah, so interesting. This is going to be a bit difficult because it's going to be harder for him to actually burst him down. So he has a choice. And seeing as how all of those apostles are boxed in for Shecito, it's going to be easy pickings for him to just clear off his apostles. So you might see just a clear advantage on apostles in the very end. But it looks like the priest is going down and moving on to the late game.
Yeah, I mean, Shecito's really smart. He knew that a priest against an AC5 is really good, and it's even better if your opponent is trying to save mana. So he's forcing his opponents to use up mana to kill the priest, and that's gonna give him a huge advantage heading towards the mid game. As we, like you said, the apostles for the side of Gap is dwindling down. He only has the Guardian and the Hunter left.
But with that Hunter alone,
Ooh,
I think he
return.
can deal a lot of damage because that Hunter does carry a headshot. So a headshot into the Tailwind. I myself do play headshot Tailwind, and look at this one. Boom. Don't see the damage because
It's
that
formless.
is a B formless proc. Does he get the stun of the Resonance Vault? He does not. So it's now a 2v2 situation. But interestingly, the healthier Apostle is on the side of Gap, but oh my goodness, he Root Trap slides him into the zone. That's not what you want to see right now, but Shecito is going down for real with his HP, almost just a sliver of health left.
Yeah, not too healthy right now. Not the position you want to be in as the Resonance Vault user. You kind of want to be at least half health at this point because you know that the Gustwing player is just going to keep chasing you. And the damage from the Resonance Vault is not going to dissuade him because he get it off. He gets it off, but not the shield. Too much damage, and he goes down. Game number 1 goes towards the way of Gap.
Oh my god, he overstepped. He made the wrong move by going right outside, and he got stunned exactly by the zone. Maybe he could have sidestepped to the left, maybe. Just a little bit, but that is insane that that's how you go down. I mean, there's worse ways to go. But dying that way is just, oh man, that sucks.
That was just Gap understanding he had the advantage. He just pressed it full on, knowing that he has the tempo. He can do whatever he wants, and his opponent is gonna be forced to react to the situation at hand. So great exploitation of the weakness there for Gap. But let's see if he can repeat that again in game number 2.
That's true. All right, now game number 2 here. Shecito opts to not bring in the priest anymore, going for the double Hunter instead. I guess seeing that the priest just goes down that easily because he's just gonna full smork it. Now, maybe with these double Hunters he can maybe apply some damage, but seeing as you are an Earth C6 user, so could just be a way to slow him down with the traps. I'm not sure what his plan is with these. Maybe the headshots just to clear out the apostles a lot easier. So even if your Hunters don't have the root trap slide as a utility, you can still use them to take out apostles because they barely move.
Yeah, and the damage is great as well, just to be able to get that apostle advantage. So that's definitely what Shecito is thinking about. Magic Bomb not going to get too much of a connection. Shecito is in a much healthier spot than as compared to the previous game, so he's not going to be too sad about it. Another huge Resonance Vault. This time he's going to connect on towards 2. Not going to be able to get those apostles out, so we're going to say goodbye to the mage as well as the warrior from Gap.
Dang, it's so fast too how easily they just melt here. Gap taking his time on the apostles for Shecito, so they're kind of neck and neck at the moment. So really banking on the late game, early to mid game. We're just watching them out tempo each other, taking out each other's apostles. Whoever gets to get them first, but it looks like Gap does somewhat have an advantage of taking out Shecito's apostles first, just cause look at those two balls in an awkward position. But anyway, let's not look at that. Let's look at the game.
A good return, but hit into a lot of shields there for the side of Gap, and that Hunter at the side is in a bit of danger. But the Gustwings keep coming, and they are wiping out the apostles from Shecito. So good spot right now for Gap. If he can continue putting on the pressure and avoid the rock and rolls, he should be in a good spot to close out this game.
Yep. Honestly, that's like the third time I have seen Gap's Hunter just go outside its zone. The first game, it just killed himself. The one with Jathan, it also killed himself. But oh my goodness, did this vault not go through? Oh, it does go through, but I think the headshot connected. Another AC5 is going to get eaten by him. And wow, the root trap slide gets him rooted on the side, not even within the resonance vault. Gap is just going to be sliding onto that. Has the zip zap orb down. Another zip zap orb could just do the trick. Another AC5.
Oh, the formless.
Oh, be formless just melts him down. Yeah. That's what screws with me sometimes with be formless. If you don't use V formless properly, you're just already dead. You don't even know it yet.
Yeah.
GG's the Gap and Sheci, well played, but it looks like we're gonna go for your last seed. 2-1 right now, advantage to Atlas Gaming.
Yeah, that's Atlas. Gap already killing off 2 players by himself, and he has one more opponent ahead of him. That's going to be Cat Lord from the side of Sheci Farmstic Guild, and he was rank 7. I mean, that's not too shabby. But Gap himself, he was rank 6. So these 2 players definitely have played against each other a lot during the season themselves. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fare up and what sort of lineup do they bring. Is it going to be another Resonance Vault player, or will we have another different sort of lineup for the ace for the side of SFG?
We'll see. Definitely interesting, seeing as the 7th and 6th place in the leaderboard are going to go against each other. And like you said, they have fought each other before, so they might even memorize what they're, they might even memorize how they move and such. So we're seeing the underlying theme here. Sheci is making a forest. So yeah, almost all of the planets that's been out so far are foresties.
Yeah, it's just the elemental distribution on foresties are just so good. You've got earth, you got water, you got air. Basically, 3 of the best elements right now. Fire's pretty. It's kind of pretty air. There are some interesting fire builds out there, but it's not very meta at the moment. So foresties, cars, deltas, that's what you'll be seeing a lot. Only Gap is playing a very interesting quad. For those who don't know, his quad has 1 fire. So it's not a quad, but it's a quad.
It's quad-ish. Where would you put that 1 fire? Are you gonna put it on? You're gonna put it on the crit? Where would you put it?
Yeah, I'll put it on the crit if I had this planet. Definitely on the crit. That 1% can make or break games. So 1 fire is not too bad. You get 1 very important skill that you don't mind it being level 1, and then you got. I mean, his planet has 61 birth air, not including his birth skills and perks. So it's basically a delta, or it's basically a karst right there.
It's basically, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. It is basically a karst that has a B formless as one of the perks. So really crazy planet to even have. How do you even get a 1% fire? What did you breed? Is this by mistake? Honestly, no, I do want to check this out.
I saw the parents. This was a delta and a quad.
Wow, wait?
Came out with this monstrosity.
Wow, that is
actually crazy.
Weird. Who else has 1% fire? I mean, we could definitely find it. Oh, what?
Star-Lord was feeling risky when he was trying to breed this out. That's all I will say. But it's a pretty insane planet. He's gonna win every single quad only tournament out there, because this is not a quad, guys. It's a karst basically.
It is a karst. It is definitely a karst, and I'm seeing I'm seeing the parents. Dang, it came a long way. One of its parents actually has 2% fire, and then it was bred with a karst that made it into a 1% fire. Wow, that is hilarious. But it is currently dominating right now in this tournament. Oh, but opts not to use the quad, goes for the karst instead. Interesting. So a little bit of switch up here. Not gonna be using that quad anymore. I guess, it's a secret weapon. Let's just put it aside. We're using this now.
I'm done having fun with that. Let's just play something else. And we haven't seen Gap on this karst, I believe. So I'm not sure what sort of build is he running. Is he running? Okay, we got to see the skill. So it's gonna be a desecrated ground. It's gonna be EC5.
Okay, so it's gonna be a bit more easier for him because Desecrated Ground somewhat counters Earth C6.
Yep.
Because you always have something to siphon HP from, but it really depends on how you play the late game, and we don't really know how Catlord is gonna play this. Also brings in a priest as well, so let's not forget, guys, just because this is a quad, this is a try, this is a foresty, these are 6th and 7th place in the previous leaderboard, so not some people to scoff at. The headshot on that priest will melt it down though.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure he is able to burst it down, nothing to protect it. He doesn't have a almost invincible drop down, but the second Resonance Vault is going to keep it alive, and here comes the Circle of Healing. That's going to keep the priest alive for a long time. Oh, it goes down. Never mind. That wasn't very long.
That wasn't very long, but yeah, famous last words. But yeah, I mean, it did stay long enough to maybe delay a bit. I would have opted for not going for the priest if it was just gonna melt that fast. He does have the headshot. He does have a really cracked up warrior. So seeing Catlord melt already to a quarter health is a bit concerning now.
Yeah, and he can't get out of this Zip Zap. The Zip Zap is really putting a lot of pressure on towards him, and followed by the auto attacks from Gap as well. He's really pushing the tempo right now, and I'm not sure if Catlord's able to drop this other Resonance Vault. It looks like he will. It's going to connect onto a tree, so that's going to be huge as well. That's going to give him a little bit more space to play around.
Ooh, my goodness. Alright, Catlord already at a quarter health. Not looking good for him. Maybe it would have been a lot easier if he did bring the Air C5, but this Resonance Vault, we haven't seen that much action from him. Most of the damage just came from the Apostles, really. But yeah, it's going to be casted right in the middle, just to siphon some HP, not even just to take it down, maybe to take down that one Apostle on that side. Now goes aggressive, tries to go in front of his face. He does have a headshot. If he can get this to connect, that's going to be a lot of damage on the face of Catlord. Oh no, another Earth C6 gets cancelled.
Yeah, but the Castle Guard was just expiring. It protected him from the headshot, so a lot of damage avoided there for Catlord. That's going to help him out a lot, and let's see if he's able to make this towards the late game, because the HP from Gap is always going to be full. This is a desecrated ground. He's always going to be able to heal up here.
Yep, so there's no point where he is going to be out of HP. Just going to use that that rock and roll to maybe keep him away, try to prevent him from dealing any more damage. And Gap just playing the long game, so very patient, waiting for his mana to get to 10 before he goes back in to apply some pressure. And Catlord is just forced to keep using rock and roll, maybe get some HP off of this, but he gets stunned outside of the zone. That's not where you want to be.
Oh, no.
The tailwind into the headshot, and that's just gonna be the B4, must burn you to death there. Well played by Gap again. Just very dominant right now. I don't see how Catlord could win this. Maybe switching it up a bit, but it's kind of difficult to see what angle he could take to actually win this.
Yeah, you can see like Gap came into this matchup prepared for a game plan. Like, I'm gonna play Desecrated Ground in towards Resonance Vault, a natural counter, and I'm gonna play aggressive so that your HP is always gonna be lower than mine. I can always heal up later on. So that aggression from Gap paid off, and keeping his Apostles alive as long as possible also was a very important factor there for Gap.
But now here we go once again. 2 Earthbenders, one with a bigger circle, one with a tinier circle, but it heals you. Like just to put it all in perspective, it heals you.
Earth circles. But all Earth circles are the same.
Yeah. But then again, it's still technically anyone's game. But the fact of the matter is, I think it's somewhat of an Apostle diff if you look at it. What do you think?
I think it's not really. Like, both of them should have pretty decent Apostles, like high IV, high skill levels. It comes down to like skills right now for both sides. Resonance Vault dropped down only on connecting on towards 1, but it's still decent space here bought out there by Catlord. He needs to kill these 2 warriors as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, the 2 warriors definitely are a threat, a living threat. As long as they have Thick Lad up, it's gonna be difficult to actually burst them down. I did notice Catlord did not opt in for the priest anymore. He doesn't have one meat shield wasted. I mean, maybe it was on purpose. Maybe he put in the priest there so that he'll kill it immediately, so that he'll get more. He has more cards filtered to him that's more offensive. But yeah, I'm just it's just a theory.
That could definitely be it there, Biku. That's a very good point. You're forcing your opponents to use more mana, as well as just getting your cards in a better spot. So another desecrated ground dropped here on towards the hunter. That hunter's gonna say goodnight very soon, and Gap's really putting on the pressure right now, knowing he can out-heal the damage from the Resonance Vault.
Oh, that is just insane. This Catlord, there is really. It's difficult to see the avenue as to how he could actually win this. The pressure from Gap is just massive, and it's not even mostly from Gap. It's mostly from the Apostles, mostly from these warriors. If only has a way to actually melt down these warriors really fast, that would have been it. I think an Earth C5 would have been perfect for this, but since this is a Resonance Vault build, you just take advantage of the fact that if you deal HP damage to him, you cannot heal it back up immediately, even with the Wild Growth, even with the Life Drain.
Yep, absolutely. Like, when you go into a late game with an HP advantage and those Zip Zap orbs, that's gonna be very dangerous for Catlord. And right now his HP is not in a good spot. He needs to find some way to buy time and heal up, or even push shields.
Okay, looks like Gapus is gonna be pushing it right now. Just a few more damage is gonna get taken down. The Resonance Vault once again not gonna get casted, and just ends the game there. Atlas will move forward to the winners finals, and in the winners finals you will lock in your ticket to the live grand finals, and this will send Shecito's Farmstic guild to the lower bracket and can potentially fight Daotsu Esports and Huru Gaming. But anywho, congratulations Gap, you carry your entire team there. Looks like Toby could just sit this one out, avenging Karim. Now, coming up next is going to be a spicy one. BoodNation versus Meditate. So early, since this is the first day of the live stream, so early. You guys had to fight BoodNation in the lower bracket at around day 2. I'm sorry, day 3, right? Or day 2?
Yeah, we were if just because BoodNation in the Southeast Asia qualifiers, they did lose out in their winners quarterfinals. That's why we didn't meet in the stage where the NA, Meditate, and BoodNation was meeting. So we kind of delayed our meeting for in AGW Southeast Asia. But knowing this format and knowing how good the players are, it's you will eventually meet your friends, and that makes it a very scary matchup, because how good your opponents are, what they're capable of, and you have to always be on your A game to be able to beat them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Definitely, that hurts for sure. But yeah, seeing as how that they are coming up next, but before all that, we are going to talk about our sponsors for today, especially the fact that we have these audience that is ready to get some goodies. By the way, don't forget to retweet or repost the live stream. It will enter you into a raffle for a Golden Apostle ticket, baby. So yeah, get that Golden Apostle ticket. It's literally what for price right now, like $100 dues, or you could just open it up and turn on your calculator like Rallo said, and you'll get a really high IV Apostle. So the Dude Royale will be for 1,000 blooms from Nifty Island. Thank you so much, Nifty Island. If you haven't played the game yet, it's basically just go in there. It's 3D World. Say hi to your friends, race them, shoot them, do whatever. And also, we got a giveaway from Pixels 3-month VIP coupon raffle.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So if you're a Pixels player, you're gonna save up. On some. I'm sorry. What's the currency that you need to get Pixels? Pixels, right?
Pixels, yes, exactly.
Their token is the same name as the game. All right, so yeah, get some free VIP coupons by joining the raffle, clicking the link below, and also the Dude Royale will give out some Nifty Island blooms, baby.
Yeah, plenty of goodies for everyone watching today. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and also check out the Twitter. Make sure you do everything that Biku just said, because you will stand a chance, and you never know when you'll be able to get lucky and get some of these prizes.
Let's go. All right. So before all of that, a message from our sponsors.
Guys, that's my favorite. And then if you actually caught it with somebody mid-air.
Oh, 6 God, what is that? What is that? Is that?
Lovely, good morning. Let's go. Everybody stay on. Let's go. This is best yard.
I'm definitely not out of ammo.
Oh, hell no, there's another one. Jesus Christ.
You're not.
Traveling in Japan, man. Like traveling in Japan.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Apeiron Guild Wars North America qualifiers, where we just witnessed Atlas Gaming dispose of the SFG, and they will be moving on to the winners finals, where they're one game away from qualifying to the live grand final. So that's going to be very exciting. They're almost already there, but they still have one more opponent to face, which will be our next upcoming match. BoodNation going up against Meditate. You know, a matchup that is very near and dear to me. Both these players in the first round are good friends of mine, and it will be sad to see one of them moving on to the lower bracket today. But hey, it is the nature of the beast. It is a tournament. And
it is what it is. You gotta see friends fall. But yeah, so who do you want to win? Who do you want to get his butt kicked, and why is it logic?
I just want to see great matches, man. I know how much hard work both these players have put into preparing for this tournament, and it's gonna be heartbreaking either or. But yeah, like, I'm just hoping for really good matches between both these guilds.
Oh, you know it's gonna be a really good match, because I definitely know both of these teams want to book their ticket. Book their ticket to the live grand finals. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of how hard do we want me to hit the other guy. So yeah, they're definitely crowd favorites. We've seen Nail It held the first spot for such a long time until being taken over by 1437 in the end. But he gave him a run for his money, that's for sure, and ended up being first. So yeah, crazy players in this current matchup. We also have Gade and Paradise. So Radio Rallo as well, and of course the Mad Titan, the Titan Slayer at the beginning, but he's a Titan now, Sharpie.
Yeah, I mean, Sharpie's I was able to get the results of their previous game, and Sharpie was the one that clutched out in the end, getting them in towards the winner semi-final against Sura. I mean, you know, Sharpie has been just such a beast, you know, from a dark horse to one of the favorites to be able to win it all. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see, because Sharpie against Nailif in a game 5, I wouldn't know who to put my money on for sure.
Oh yeah.
Who would you?
If you were to put your money on something, I mean, I get it. They're all your friends, but like, who do you want to? Okay, this is a hard question to ask.
There's no good answers at all.
There's no good answers. Yeah, without having your heart broken. Yeah, of course. How do they? That's good. let's just cast this game and not be too biased.
All right, game number 1, third seed against third seed. It's Gate against Paradise. Both of these players came from Axie. They were destroying people in Axie, and now they'll destroy each other in Apeiron as the third seed. I mean, if you have these players as your third seed, I think you're in a pretty good spot as a guild.
Oh yeah, and with Gade, he did recently win. Was it Mystic Era in the last season?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh my goodness. So he's a hard hitter in Axie. Mechanically, he's good at card games, but also he's mechanically good at Apeiron, it seems, in real-time strategy games. Both are playing Delta. Has been a classic thing that's being used by BoodNation and Meditate, of course. I mean, 1437 is a Delta breeder. And whatever you breed, I guess the rest of your... Oh my god, did you just see him go to half health with just that one magic bomb? What the hell?
A lot of damage taken there by Paradise. He has Wild Growth though, I believe, so he's gonna be able to heal that back up slowly. But definitely he's not in a comfortable position to start harassing Gade, who is, I believe, this is gonna be a Gust Swing Mirror.
Ooh. Well, you love to see that, but seeing as how Earth perks, and of course Earth skills, having bird perks and bird skills that has Earth on these deltas is very important. Just because of how good Earth is right now, you need the wild growth, you need the tough skin, especially on a delta. But would it actually work even without it?
You are definitely a lot softer, but the benefits of a delta Gustwing is that you have options if you have the burst skill to have formless. So you have other ways to be more survivable. You just have to play a little bit differently than your opponent.
Oh yeah, well, it looks like, man, Paradise did take some damage there. It was a lot of burst coming in from Gade, but it looks like he's getting some footing back in. But the headshot into that, whoa, when the leaping shield bump into the AC5, the return could be massive if he could get this. The tailwind dash is going to deter him from getting more of a return. And now we're back to a quarter health. This is why I love AC5. There's just a lot of things that's happening. They're just looking for openings where they can take advantage of. And sometimes you blink, someone's already dead.
Yeah, like this is... Both these players, both have 2 Apostles, both have Guardians left alive. HP is pretty similar, I would say. It could turn any way, like you said. It is just a blink of an eye, a misstep, a small difference, a clutch stun that can just change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, that's true, and it also depends on how good they actually play. Oh my goodness! Like I said,
Paradise in trouble.
Oh, Gate has just been keeping the pressure on since the early game, and it's been fruiting him for the rest of that match. Paradise was in the back foot. He was slowly chipping him away, but it wasn't enough for the onslaught that came after.
Oh yeah, I mean, Paradise, he started off the game at half health, basically. I mean, 3 seconds in, he was already half health, but he managed to land some crucial Gustwings, able to heal himself back up, keep the game close, but ultimately towards the end, the Delta has the slight advantage of being just dealing more damage and being faster, right? So that gives Gate the early game advantage, and he definitely abused it to its fullest.
Oh yeah, and just expecting this. I'm not saying that it's gonna come to it, but I am interested to see. So this is just AC5, but I am just interested to see how Nail It is gonna play. I have seen him lose to Sharpie though. Using the Earth C6, I believe, but the auto attack build, build is one of the interesting builds that did come out of this current season, and I'm very much expecting that and wanting to see that too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough matchup for whoever's using the Gustwing in towards Nail It for sure. It's tough, man. It's tough against the auto attack build, but enough about that. Back into this game, Gate and Paradise still going at it against each other, and both of them are basically on the same health points right now.
Oh my goodness. So, but a quarter health is already taken away from Gate, and oh, the AC5 full front into the face is not going to stick around for the return. It is still an advantage on Paradise's side when it comes to Apostles. Gate needs to find a way to actually get back into this. He has 11 mana sitting around, also 2 Gust Winds, using 1, still has 2 Zip Zaps and a Tailwind Dash, but is it actually going to be expended nicely to actually get some equalizations on these HPs?
Oh, huge
stun. My god, that stun is huge.
And that should be equalizer. Yes, it is. Paradise will bring this game into a game number 3 between both these players, and this is as interesting as we would hope for there, Biku.
That wasn't even close. That wasn't even close as like the first game did. In the first game, we saw a bit of back and forth. Gate got a bit of an advantage early game, and then it just kept, snowballing into the late game into a win. But now that second game, it just felt like such a dominant game for Paradise. If he can repeat that strength, that aura that he had in the previous game, this is just his game.
Yeah, Paradise just landed more skills, was just a bit more patient with his skill usage as well. So he came into that matchup with a lot more mana towards the mid stage of the game.
It was such an awkward face-off earlier, right next to the baby cage. They were just standing around, not literally doing anything. Like, oh hi.
Just staring at each other.
Yeah.
But yeah. His shot did connect, so that gives Gate a bit of an advantage. This Fallout will stop the return, keep the mage alive for one more hit. But Paradise loses the mage.
Okay, so that's one mage off of him, and another Gustwing coming out from Gate. he does have both of them are still equal when it comes to HP. But when it comes to the mana, they're also equal. They've just been throwing it at each other, trying to make sure that one has more apostles than the other. But this is an AC5 match. Sometimes having less apostles is better, but you just need to take care of the key apostles, which is the mages and warriors.
For sure. Even the Guardian is something you want to deal with. The headshot does not connect. So that's another wasted 7 mana there for Gate. He is trying to run away. He did have Combo Star activated, but looks like he's going to back off and deal with Apostles one at a time. Gate trying to pressure the return. Ooh, good connection there for Gate.
That is so unfortunate. That was a very, very nice return off of him. The Tailwind is not going to find anything, and it is now a zip-zap battle. Leaping Shield Monk is going to find Gate, and here's an AC5 coming out of Paradise, and now both of them are at half health, and we are now at equal footing once again. But the Apostle advantage is still on the side of Paradise. He still has 3 alive, but 2 from Gate.
Yep. These 3 Apostles will become an issue. His shot will not connect. Return as well. So both players just really trying to poke and prod, find an opening, find some mistakes their opponents are going to be committing here. We did see the Aegis keep Gate healthy. Both of them still pretty much same HP. Good Gust Swing out there. But Paradise will return on his, will get some of his own as well.
Yep, there is a lot of Gust Winds on the hand right now of Gate. If he can pull this off, he can definitely convert this into a win. But it looks like that Baby Cage is going to deter him from doing anything else. But the AC5 is going to go into the face of Gate. The return is going to be massive. The stun does not find him. The headshot does not find him as well. But he gets rooted right outside the zone. He's going to take some burning damage, but just a little bit. And now just some more pressure from Paradise could just lead to a win here. Another Tailwind dash into a Tailwind dash. But he lets it happen. The AC5 is released, but it does not find Gade. He is now taken extremely low. The zip zap will burn him down slowly, and Gade does not have a way to get away from this, and that will be a win. Not yet. There it is.
Close.
Oh, wow.
Close. I mean, Paradise almost ticked down to his Formless, so that was how close the game was. Just inches away from winning the game. You can look at Gade's reaction. He's not too happy about that. Paradise breathing a sigh of relief as he's able to put BoodNation one step forward to meeting Atlas in the winter finals.
Oh my god, that must be very frustrating. And knowing Gate himself, he is a very competitive person. He lives and breathes for this game. And coming up next, speaking of living and breathing this game, Logic now comes in as the 2nd seed to maybe avenge his brother Gate.
Oh, I mean, we all know Logic. He's a pretty cracked player as well. So if anyone's able to stop Paradise, it has to be Logic here. But Paradise is one of those players where you cannot get him on a roll. Once he gets into a roll, he starts becoming unstoppable. He gets into the zone, and it becomes really tough to face off against him. So if you want to stop him, Logic has to stop him right here.
Definitely does. So when it comes to knowing Logic, you think he's gonna bring out one of his weird builds? You know, is he gonna bring that out, or is this just gonna be another AC5 mirror? So they're not playing games here. They're not into that Earth C6 stuff.
No.
They're just straight up AC5 players, and then it's up to you on who's the better AC5 player. But knowing Logic, he has dabbled with different things. He's dabbled with water C6. He's dabbled with water C4. Oh, what could he be bringing to the table?
I mean, even if it's just AC5 mirror, I wouldn't be complaining. Those are one of the more exciting matchups to watch. It's a very skill-based, very reaction-based matchup that, you know, you will never know who's winning until the end. So I wouldn't mind just every single player playing AC5, because Mats plays Gustwing as well. He used to play Gustwing in tournaments and in the leaderboard as well, so I wouldn't really mind all of them just playing Gustwings all
it is harder than it looks. So now looking at the planets alone, it is going to be a Karst versus a ooh, okay, is this switched?
Can we say that now? Not yet, right?
I don't think so. Maybe we can. I mean, we're delayed, but
well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, you're in for an interesting matchup, because we are going to watch Logic representing Meditate going up against Paradise representing BoodNation and AGW, of course, in the second game of this best of 5 series. Meditate down 0-1. Paradise was the gate slayer. Can he get another hit on his living room right now? And it's gonna be a Karst versus a Foresty.
Interesting. So in the side of Meditate, if by all means, if Logic does end up losing, they still would need to take down Sharpie, which is the first seed for Meditate. Now, interestingly enough, this is a Karst versus a Foresty, so it's not going to be the same. I haven't caught a glimpse of what the abilities are on this Foresty, but I am interested to see, like, what could this be?
Yeah, what have these mad lads been cooking in the lab? Let's see as we head into the game. They're really secretive. They haven't been mousing over their planet, so we have to wait and see. Looks like it's gonna be Desecrated Ground for Paradise, cancelled there by Logic. Ooh. And he's going bowling as well. Logic is really embracing his Asian roots here.
Asian root bowling? No, we're actually known for billiards and boxing. So, and Efren Batarey's fans in the chat. But yeah, I haven't heard of a Filipino bowler yet. But they're not that famous for that. But yeah, so Logic bringing in the I keep mistaking the rock and roll for Earthquake. But anyway, rock and roll going to be used. Ooh, wow. Okay, Electrostatic Ray getting some love from Paradise. Now,
Tsunami Cannon.
That is played. Ooh, Tsunami Cannon too. Cool.
It's one of those more annoying builds they can meet in the ladder. It's very hard to cancel if you're late to cancel the Electrostatic Ray, and then they just follow it up with the bunnies, so it becomes very annoying. Oh, good headshot though there by Logic.
Ooh, that is a good headshot, and also that was a good cancel on the Electrostatic Way. He gets the cancel on that, but he does eat a few headshots there. He's taken extremely low. Now he's forced to back away. Not a lot of mobility on the side of Paradise, but he does have the Electrostatic Ray that's deterring him from just moving forward. Gonna use it to just focus off on these Apostles, switching it over to a Earth C5, canceling the Electrostatic Ray, but he also has another one to just move forward and just continue the onslaught onto Logic, waiting off that stun. He's trying to get the Tailwind dash in to prevent him from the Tsunami Cannon, but no, Logic gets taken down. The first win goes to Paradise. Wow, that's not how you want to see the first game, especially from someone like Logic.
Yeah, I mean, that Electrostatic Ray definitely caught him off guard. He doesn't look like he brought enough stuns to cancel it, and needing to cancel it with a Tailwind, that's hard because you're always trying to fly into them, and the ray is always going to be aimed at you, so it becomes really tough to get the cancel off.
That's true. It looks like he's not going to start off with a Desecrated Ground early, and he does have the Baby Cage to prevent him from Tailwind dashing to cancel the Earth C5. Going to use that right on top of the Warrior, uses that Got Your Back to make sure that not much damage is going to get taken, but the Warrior is already at half health. You don't want to see that. Just the Tsunami Cannon with the combo. So that's going to be some wasted mana on his side. So Logic is sitting pretty right now in this early game, except for that one Warrior that he does need to deal some adequate amount of damage.
He cancelled the Electrostatic Ray with a Rock and Roll, so that's going to be great for Logic. That's going to be mana advantage going his way. Can he get a bit more done here? He's really putting on the pressure. Here comes another Rock headshot. Connect? Nope.
Oh my god.
Did it connect? It wasn't aimed at the Apostle, but it wasn't aimed at the Avatar, but it connected either way. So Paradise dropping low. He's in danger. He got another EC5 cancelled with the Baby Cage.
That is insane. Baby cages after baby cages. He's really utilizing everything. Now that that Logic has locked in, the Zip Zap is going to be used, canceling out the Electrostatic Ray once again. Not a single ability has been coming out properly for Paradise. And he's just
Paradise!
At these balls. Insane plays coming out of Logic right now. Electrostatic Ray, Rock beats Lightning.
Confirmed.
And he just gets that win, putting us at a tie.
Wow, that was just Logic popping off there with... What? How many cancels was that? 5, 6 different cancels on different skills? That was just him really just outplaying Paradise there.
That's true. He literally played Twitter 2021, just canceling everything one after the other.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like that, Biku.
too close to home. But yeah, here comes the headshot. Here comes everything else. He's just dumping everything right now before that baby cage could go down to prevent anything else. So a lot of leg room for him, making some space, but Logic moving a bit too far forward against that leaping shield bomb into the water C3, into the follow-up, taking Logic to half health, and with that electrostatic rate of boot, but it looks like he's going to get canceled by the rock and roll into the headshot. Root trap slide going to be casted, but headshot, did that connect? I'm not sure, but it is a fiery early game from both sides.
It did connect, so he's taking damage from the formula, so that's huge. He takes another rock to the face, a lot of damage already dealt to both sides. Both these players are not healthy right now, and it's going to be a matter of inches to find out who wins here. Switcheroo is going to keep him alive, save him for a little bit longer, but the stun connects. That's going to be huge for Logic.
Oh yeah, definitely huge for Logic. He does have 2 slides on his hand right now. Not something that you want to see. Might want to fall back a bit because you might get stunned by that electrostatic ray. So not a single electrostatic ray snare coming out of Paradise at the moment. Everything just keeps getting canceled. He's gonna tussle with the warrior a bit, but the follow-up is gonna be huge with the autos. Another follow-up, another tsunami cannon. The tsunami cannon minion does take him down, and the B formless will melt him. I'm not sure it was B formless, but I think another auto just takes him down, and that is insane. Paradise is just locked in right now. He could potentially just knock out Meditate into the lower bracket. Oh, that's not what you want to see today, huh?
Paradise, 3rd seed for the side of BoodNation, and he's already killed off 2 from the side of Meditate. I mean, that hurts to say, but you know, it is a tournament, it is a best player wins, so you know, gotta cheer for Paradise as well. He's been playing phenomenally today.
All right. Now, coming up is going to be Sharpie, but can this be enough? Seeing as how Paradise has been playing these previous games, it's just like he's looking to be unstoppable. So Sharpie needs to lock in. We saw Logic lock in on the 2nd game, but in the 3rd game, they both literally just went ham at each other. And I couldn't tell. Was it because usually it's like if somebody goes ham, you have to go ham in reaction. And it looks like Paradise was the one that initiated most of the aggression, and Logic tried to be a bit more defensively. I think he was trying to find the same pace as 2nd game, but Paradise just said, no, screw it, we're gonna go ham all the way, and it ended up really rewarding him at the end of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Logic, like you said, game number 2, he did like 15 cancels or something, but game number 3 it was just not the case. He couldn't find those clutch saves, and you know, Paradise with that build can be very aggressive, knowing that he can always fall back to the desecrated ground to heal back. And Logic doesn't have that sort of burst heal potential. Did opt to play a bit safer. So yeah, I think you definitely hit the nail on the head with the analysis of that game. But it all comes down right now. For Meditate, Sharpie has to carry the weight on his shoulder. But we've seen him done it before. Can he do it again today?
All right, we have seen it before in the in tournaments. We've seen him dominate esports for everyone tournaments. We've seen him dominate the leaderboard, but can he get through the wall that is Paradise right now? With
Paradise performance today, I mean, he's on fire, and you never want to give this player a role. You never want to let them snowball, because then you know his confidence goes up, his senses sharpen, his reactions get better, and he's not young. I mean, he's gonna hit me wherever we meet, but he's not a young player out there. But he's showing that he can go up against the best of these youngins out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess it's not about age. I mean, Faker. Faker is kind of one of the grandpas of League of Legends right now, and he is still winning world championships. But yeah, can we actually see that happen with Paradise versus Sharpie? Can he 3-0 them though?
It's gonna be tough. I mean, you know that everything's weighing on your shoulders. You have to perform in every point, and you know that your opponent's a beast right now. Sharpie has a mountain to climb, and to climb a mountain, you have to start with the first step, and the first step is trying to take a game off of Paradise right now.
He can take a game off of Paradise. I did see him win against Nail It in E4E, but can this actually translate to here? So we saw that change from Fighting Gate. It was an AC5 mirror match, but it looks like he's just gonna keep using this build moving forward. I mean, it doesn't really make sense for him to just keep using AC5 if this is worth it.
Yeah, it's we haven't seen Sharpie's planet. Not sure what he's going to be playing into this matchup, but Paradise definitely looks very well versed in his own planet. So let's see how this matchup is going to go. Sharpie is going to bring in a Resonance Vault, so he's going to be dropping cabinets on Apostles as well.
Oh my god. So there's a lot of pressure into this, and seeing as how Desecrated Ground has been winning against Resonance Vault here, maybe Sharpie can make a difference at the moment. He was known for his AC5. That literally put him on the map. He even played Desecrated Ground himself. So now he's playing Resonance Vault. And the fact of the matter is, he is locked into whatever build he has now. So there's no changes. You can't change your build. Oh my goodness, he even gets found by that Tsunami Cannon, and now the laser is up in his face. He's taken very low, already to half health. Can he still recover from this? I think he can. He has most awesome ages. He gets stunned. Oh, that is a double follow-up into the Tsunami Cannon. And there's already 2 spawned right next to him. He does have some armor from the most awesome ages, but can he survive and actually get away from this onslaught? There's no mana on the side of Paradise right now, so he does take a bit of breathing room.
Yeah, you can see Sharpie's not panicking. He's still playing. He's still thinking about his moves. He's playing it very slowly, but his HP is not really allowing him to be very patient right now. He needs to try and get something done. Good avoid of the fall up, and now he's trying to deal some damage of his own, forcing the switcheroo to come out from Paradise. But the HPs are not helping him. He's gonna die to this electrostatic ray. He can't get the shields. It's separated from him. Can he get it in time? No, he's gonna fall. One more hit. Still,
oh my god, it is one more hit, but luckily there's no Tsunami Cannon on the hand of Paradise the moment the snare came in. But now, Paradise is just going to move forward and try to make something happen. The Electrostatic Ray will be the nail in the coffin, and Paradise already 1 win away from wiping out Meditate.
Paradise, what a beast right now. I mean, defeating
goodness.
2 opponents already and down to Sharpie. Sharpie, if you look at his camera, he doesn't look very phased, but it's not definitely the position he wants to be in right now. 0-1 down in the last game. He is the ace for the side of Meditate right now, and he needs to perform if they want to stand a chance to move on to the winner finals.
That's true. So yeah, if we're counting all the cabinets, Sharpie does have 2 cabinets right behind him as well. So he is the cabinet master.
Oh, the switcheroo into the stun. Oh, that canceled the Desecrated Ground. A rare mistake there from Paradise.
Okay, can that mistake fruit something though? Maybe that'll give Sharpie the confidence that he needs to actually take him down this time. Another Resonance Vault going to be casted right on top, but they are not melting that easily. Here comes the Electrostatic Ray, just going to be focusing on the Apostles. Did he get the stun on that? Oh my goodness.
Got cancelled.
Electrostatic Ray stun.
Desecrated Ground dropped onto only the mage. Is Sharpie gonna save that mage, or is he just gonna let that mage expire? It's gonna fall very quickly. Fall up, not gonna connect, but here comes the zip zaps from Sharpie trying to put on some pressure. Mage still alive though. Fall up, not gonna connect, so he's not gonna try and combo it there for Paradise.
Alright, so none of the early aggressions have been working right now, and it looks like he does have somewhat of an advantage when it comes to the HP of his Apostles. Under the Electrostatic Ray, very punishing. He's going to use his Warrior as a meat shield for that right now, converts it into a Desecrated Ground, gets the stun, and gets it back up. It is now a 4v2 situation. One last Apostle on the side of Paradise, but I don't think it really matters here in this in this mid game. It's now 3v2. One more Apostle is dead, and both are still at full health.
Yeah. Paradise, at this point, doesn't mind the 2 Apostles alive, because that means he has more ways to heal up. And he is on full HP right now, so is Sharpie. Sharpie still has that Warrior though, which is a cause for concern here for Sharpie. He's gonna get that cancel on towards the Electrostatic Radius. That's great. And he's gonna get a welcome to this. He's gonna get a last dude hit. No, not going to. Cancels another one. That's gonna be huge.
Oh my god, the Desecrated Ground is going to be huge here, though. Needs to lead him out of that circle, but it looks like Paradise is going to rally them back into the Desecrated Ground, taking down that Warrior, and now he only has that Guardian to worry about.
I mean, that Guardian's gonna provide a lot of shields for Sharpie. Can he cancel this as well? Yes, he does. Sharpie in a good spot. Here comes another baby cage. The stun connecting, and that should be it. Paradise.
Oh, that's a
bleed.
win. Oh my god, not gonna lie, it's really punishing to see. It's really punishing to see because knowing that both of them are, you want both of them to win, but there can only be one winner. It is insane. I've been a fan of Sharpie ever since he was put on the map because of the E4E tournaments, and it's like, it's insane that it is insane how that first round just went, and now this is like, it's night and day. He's locked in for sure.
Yeah, he's gotten an idea. You know, on the first match he has no idea what he's going up against, but right now it seems like he knows everything. Switcheroo perfect to get that mage out of a dangerous position. Not gonna avoid the magic bomb though, so that's gonna be huge damage. Here comes a resonance ball to block off the AC4, so that's gonna buy him some time, some space. And the shields are going to be huge as well. Can he dodge this? No, the bunnies do connect from the tsunami cannon. He's taking a bit of damage. But the Sharpie can heal up from this.
Yeah, one bunny is fine, but if it becomes two, that's going to be a problem. He does have one tsunami cannon in hand. If this one connects, dang, Sharpie is slowly bleeding right now. I'm not sure if that electrostatic ray did touch him. I think it did. Oh my goodness, he gets the tsunami cannon in. Another baby cage is going to be it. He's just getting buried alive. Ability after ability. Resonance Fault is going to be used right on top of him. Gets the shield down. He needs the most awesome Aegis. He needs something to stay alive right now because the pressure coming out of Paradise is just massive. He's at a quarter health right now. He does have the switcheroo. Could use it to maybe get a little bit of healing. Okay, there it is. And now it's just a waiting room for most awesome Aegis. He needs some breathing room. He needs some milk.
Yeah, and the damage he's done to Paradise so far does not matter because he's going to heal out there with the Desecrated Ground. Sharpie's trying to keep those apostles alive, but here comes the Prickly. That's going to do a lot of damage.
This is so funny how he just pushes him to the zone. Go hurt him. Go hurt him. He's just pushing him right in there. Another electrostatic ray gets canceled by the leaping shield bonk, and now the zip zap. Oh my goodness! Gets the tsunami cannon and to the second. Oh, the baby cage does not even get the stun on him, but it looks like Paradise is slowly bleeding, but Sharpie is bleeding even harder and taken very low. 1 foot in the grave. There's the stun on the on the desecrated ground, but here comes the Resonance Fault, and Paradise is now in the back foot once again. Here's the balls to the base, and outside of the zone he goes! And Sharpie, when all hope is lost, you call Sharpie. Oh my god. And they're back in the game, baby. Meditate is on the board.
I counted him out. Like, he was 10% HP left, and somehow he managed to find the cards he needs. Somehow he managed to move himself to the position he needed to be to avoid the electrostatic ray. I mean, when the second bunny hit, I was like, alright, this is over, man. Lower bracket we go. But Sharpie somehow finds those clutch moments and gives Meditate a threat to hang on right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It was almost a complete wipeout for Meditate, but it looks like Sharpie is going to prevent that sweep from going through, and now he has to go through BoodNation's Rallo. Wow. What a game. Oof. What a match.
I mean, we asked for a sweaty series, and I think we've got it, Bikut.
Yep, we can smell it through the internet, man. It is insane. That was an insane game. We thought he was out. We thought it was over. We thought it was already time to post on X. Oh, it's so sad to see. Oh no, it's sweet. But oh my goodness, they're still back in the game. At the end of the day, one of them has to go to the lower bracket, and it hurts to see. It hurts to say that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, still, I absolutely do not mind this series. It's just so exciting to watch. We're seeing so many different compositions come out. That's interesting to see them match up that you don't see in ladder. In ladder, it's all, you know, Gust Wings. It's all Resonance Vault. It's not Desecrated Grounds. But here we get to see a mix of everything. You know, the electrostatic ray, something not a lot of people have the chance to watch or even play against. So really interesting play there. Paradise did his job. He already killed off 2. Now Ken Rallo finishing things off here for the side of BoodNation.
Oh yeah, so Rallo did say that he was one of those guys that that took somewhat of a hiatus in the game and then came back in just to qualify in the leaderboard so that he could qualify for the AGW tournament. So maybe this comeback, he hasn't slowed down. He is still the second seed, so still did do a lot better than Paradise in the leaderboard.
Yeah, but leaderboard, schmeederboard there, because it's all
leaderboard. Who cares? It's the same people. All you have to do is just play. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do what you think I was about to say. But let's get into the game. Rallo versus Sharpie. They've met before, and have they played before in a tournament?
E4E, maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't really catch all of the E4E games, especially the North-South America region. But, they play in the same region. They would have met each other in the ladder at least.
Yeah, so the sweep has been canceled. So will this just be a regular, boring, run-of-the-mill, I beat two of yours and then you beat me in the end? Or is this going to be a reverse sweep?
Well, if there's anyone to do that reverse sweep, it's gotta be Sharpie, man. He was rank 4 in the last season.
Oh,
no,
dang.
rank 3 in the previous season. So he's definitely way up there in terms of mechanical skill as well as play. But against Rallo, it's never gonna be easy, and we're gonna have a mirror cars lineup. But let's see what sort of skills do they both these players bring in.
All right. Well, Rallo does have he does have some of the perfect warriors here. Does have the leaping bonk, and of course the welcome to the slam, a classic ability there. I haven't seen him pan into stop moving it around, but I think I did see tailwind dash, zip zap orb, and of course the rock and roll on Rallo's side. And of course, Meditate is still gonna go for these Resonance Vault, the cabinet special.
Drops one down on towards two apostles. He uses the root trap slide to get his hunter out of there, but the warrior's still kind of stuck. So Sharpie's gonna be able to dispatch of that really quickly.
All right, but staying inside of that circle, and looks like Rallo is hungry for blood, just going in, getting that zip-zap orbs to his face, trying to prevent another Resonance Vault to come down, but he does get the rock and roll very early, taking him to half health. Another welcome to the slam right on top of him, but it's not going to hit. He's going to move inside, has the Resonance Vault, the no-no square has commenced, no, Rallo is going to be slowed down. Might not get some early aggression here. Maybe focus on the apostles this time. Gets the stun on the baby cage, but he will slowly back away. He is just hungry to end Sharpie immediately. He doesn't even care about the Resonance Vault. He's just moving in. Doesn't turn away. Doesn't change targets. Just goes full smork.
Yeah, Sharpie taking a lot of damage. He has to find some space right now. Root Trap would be perfect. Another baby cage to buy him a little bit more time, and he's going to be able to drop the rock on his face as well. So that's going to be providing Sharpie with a bit more healing. The rock's not going to connect, so Sharpie's going to be okay for now. He has plenty of shields in his hands, but how can he climb himself out of this position? He's not too healthy right now.
That's true.
The zip zap.
Use that card chart just to get the shields, and does get an exploding arrow. That's all he gets from that. And oh, the warrior! That is a lot of damage.
Oh, but Sharpie stays alive. Can he avoid the rock? Yes, he can. Now he's returning the damage towards Rallo. He has shields in his hand. He's going to be a-okay for a little bit longer. But can he close things out? He has the apostle advantage, but he is in a dangerous position right now. He needs to dodge these rocks. He needs to avoid the zip zap. He's low. He's dropping. He's going to fall. Sharpie will lose game number 1. Rallo, 1 game away from bringing BoodNation to the winner bracket finals.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Rallo understands this game like the back of his hand. He understands the fact that Sharpie does not deal that much damage in the early game unless his warriors were there. He didn't care. Sharpie was hiding underneath his Resonance Vault, but Rallo was just waiting right outside before he could go in at the last second just to apply more pressure, and it fruited him so well because Sharpie is not able to deal any early game damage. Not as much to scare Rallo off.
Absolutely not. And Resonance Vault, not the most effective one ever dropped there by Sharpie. He's trying to run for his life right now, being chased by everybody. Welcome to Slam. It's gonna connect. Root Trash Light providing him a little bit of space to back off, and the baby cage as well, just trying to save his life for the moment. But Sharpie is trying to make a run for it right now. He is in a dangerous position. Welcome to Slam, not gonna connect, so he gets it off, and that gives him a little bit more shield and a bit more time to play with.
Alright, and it's gonna be chipping away some damage, health off of this Hunter right in the middle. Raulo in the other side of the ball. Very questionable positioning from him right now, but the Tailwind Dash is gonna find him. Welcome to the slap. It is gonna be hovered, but it's not gonna find something there. Oh, there it is.
Connects.
He does get the stun, he does get the rock and roll, but the HP difference is just so massive here. The Zip Zap Orb is going to apply more pressure, and then there's another ball to the face, and Sharpie is taken very low. Can he perform another miracle? But it looks like it's going to be hard for him.
Zip Zap cancels that Resonance Ball, so Sharpie in a lot of trouble. He takes a dude to the face! Oh, the last dude might be the last hurrah here for Sharpie. He's way too low. Can he get out of this? Can he avoid the rock? No, he cannot. To the face once again. Zigzag coming in. Blue Trap Slide trying to buy some space. Baby Cage as well, keeping Raulo at bay. Can he turn things around here for Sharpie? He's just so low right now. Avoids the rock. No, barely avoids the rock. He's safe for now. No Zip Zap, but Zip Zap does come out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Rock, but he has to deal with the Zip Zap Orb as well. He does have the most awesome Aegis to maybe keep him alive, but it looks like one more ball should just do the trick. He gets the most awesome Aegis up, literally one hop to away! Oh no! And Meditate once again meets the lower bracket, and look at Raulo just celebrating. Fuck yeah! Oh!
Let's go! Vamos!
Oh, vamos!
As they say in South America, but yes, fantastic game there for Raulo. Really just not letting go of the pressure. He is just on fire.
Oh, he's just on fire, man. Oh, man. You hate to see it, brothers in arms, but at the end of the day, yeah. Well, they have to climb back up. I mean, the lower bracket isn't something new for Meditate. It happened in NA. Maybe they'll come back once again.
Yep, it's gonna be another long road. You know, as one of the Dota players did say once upon a time, upper bracket is for people who lost in the lower brackets is for people who lost in the upper brackets. So Meditate is gonna make that also familiar climb from the lower brackets up to potentially try and make it to the offline finals.
All right. Well, with the offline finals in the mix here, of course, now we know that BoodNation has to face off against Atlas Gaming, baby, in the winners finals to sign up. I'm sorry, to sign up to book their tickets for the live grand finals, baby. Who's Reno, congratulations to BoodNation. Good luck to Meditate in the lower bracket. Coming up next is, of course, once again, some gifts, some goodies from our wonderful sponsors. They're at Puffverse and Ragmon. Ragmon is the game of this year for sure. The IP is Ragnarok. If you played Ragnarok at MMO back in the past, you're gonna love this one. Of course, it has this gameplay similar to Clash Royale. So if you're a Clash Royale fan, this definitely is gonna be the game for you, baby. And of course, Puffverse, also another racing simulator. But there's so many other game modes in this game that you will definitely enjoy. So thank you so much for both. We've got 2 forums that you need to sign up for to get some goodies from them. So if you're watching this and if you're listening and if you can understand English, hopefully wherever you are in the world, ChatGPT this shit, go and sign up in the forum links that should be in the chat. If you're not watching from Twitch, go to Twitch because the link will be there.
Yeah, make sure you follow their social media as well. They are on Twitter. X. They're on X. It's x.com/Puffverse for Puffverse, and of course x.com/Ragmon NFT for Ragmon. So Cobalt Archer NFT as well as the Puffverse. The raffle for IGO points are available, so make sure you guys fill up that form to be eligible, and you might be able to walk away with one of those. And you know, Cobalt Archer, a very important card. If it's a card, but no, this is of course the NFT that you get to play the game with. So make sure you don't miss out on both of these.
All right. Yep. Don't miss out, baby. So yeah, IGO points. It's for their token. If you guys don't know yet, and of course the Kobold Archer NFT is one of the units in the game. So yeah, sign up, and yeah, don't forget to fill up the form. And let's come back to the next game after these messages. And we are back, baby. Don't forget to sign up on the form that is on the links somewhere in the chat. Yeah, so if you just don't like free stuff, that's perfectly fine. More for us, baby.
Wouldn't mind it.
All right. So after that heartbreak, so what do you do to cope?
Well, I watch more games from other players and hope that they're bad so that we can beat them later on. I'm kidding. But yeah, like, you know, it is a tournament. You know, people will win, people will lose, and you just have to, you know, move on to the next. It's always next game. You have to always to think of the next step forward.
Definitely. So speaking of next game, who do we got coming up?
We've got Daotsu Esports NA going up against Huru Gaming. Both of these teams are in the lower bracket, lower bracket round 3. Daotsu did lose out to Synergy in the winner bracket first round, but they did manage to defeat Sura in as well as Kain in next round to make it this far. So they definitely had a journey coming here, while Huru did lose out to BoodNation. And got swept by BoodNation yesterday, and did beat Leo to make it this far as well.
Yeah, I mean, after today's matchup, seeing Paradise take out the third and second seed, I mean, I guess it makes sense. that was insane. But yeah, they did beat out Kind. Well, mi familia. It hurts to see. But anywho's Reno, coming up first is gonna be Flamengi versus PGK. I have seen Huru Gaming in the past. They are one of the guilds that did come in during the Ronin migration and have just been killing it in the leaderboard, in tournaments, and in content as well. Daotsu, some names just come to mind. I have seen Flamengi around in the server, especially in the community, and especially Stormfarm.
Yeah.
Yep, and he is the first seed, baby, the final boss. So interesting matchup that's come to this, and whoever wins moves forward to fight Shecito's Farmstic Guild.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the side of Daotsu, Stormfarm finished 37 in the season. Pren finished 39, and Flamengi finished 59. So pretty decent results for them in the previous season. While for the side of Huru, Soilo finished 32nd. Wicked finished 44th, and PGK finished 57th. So they're pretty close in terms of the leaderboard rankings, and this should be a very interesting match as well.
Yep, and to quote Zero, schmeaterboard, tournaments are still different regardless. I'm going to be using that now.
Yeah, it is always about, this one moment where you perform. That's all. That's tournaments, right? It's that one moment where you need to perform, and if you perform, you get to move on, and if you don't, you only have one chance here in this format. So especially with both these teams already in the lower brackets, they don't have much room to wiggle anymore. They have to bring out their A game against their opponents, and it's looking like it's going to be a very interesting match for sure.
Oh yeah, very interesting match coming up for sure. So, and also, awesome, look at X's broadcast, 24,000 viewers there, 100 viewers on Twitch. It is bonkers what is happening right now. Apeiron is a good place to be in if you come from games that is a trading card game, or of course, let's see, if it is a what do you, man, my brain is fogging. Yeah, MOBAs. If you came from MOBA games, League of Legends or Dota, Apeiron is definitely a game for you. I mean, we haven't seen any decent MOBA games yet in the Web3 space, but if you want to show off your skills in a 1v1 situation or a 5v5, if you want to play like you're the whole team, Apeiron is for you.
Basically, you're playing as Meepo. But yeah, definitely you want to be in here right now. And if you guys are on Twitter, or even if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you retweet our Twitter stream, our X stream, and you will be able to be eligible to be in a raffle for Golden Apostle tickets as well.
Let's freaking go. So if you haven't retweeted the live stream and you just don't like free stuff, once again, bro, all I'm seeing here is literally 13 retweets. What is this, dude? So 13 people have a chance to win a Golden Apostle ticket, which is literally a free $100 floor price right now. Am I allowed to put this link in the chat? I am.
You are.
Even Big Sword. Okay, go retweet it. Go pump the numbers. Pump it up.
Absolutely. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't. You're already watching. You just have to take one extra step, and you will be in the running for a Golden Apostle ticket. Who knows? You might get a 90+ IV. Welcome to the Slam. Last dude standing, and I don't know, X Warrior. That would be perfect.
It could be welcome to the Slam Warrior, and then who the hell cares what the other abilities are?
That is true. That is true.
Literally just that. It's just that. I mean, everything else, I mean, sure. What's the worst case scenario for the other two? Freaking freaking
Hammer will be the worst. Hammer will be the worst. Absolute worst.
Yeah, Hammer would be the worst. I mean, we have seen people use it to cancel things at close range, but you really need to buff the distance on that, dude. It's just so.
It's a meme at this point.
It's a meme, and if you do get canceled by a Hammer, that's on you. But anyway, let's get into the game. PGK versus Flamengi.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting matchup with all of these players being so close in terms of the ranking. Let's see how both of them will fare as the opening match. We have Flamengi going up against PGK. Best of 5 format once again, but no more second chances. This is the lower bracket. This is their last hurrah. Whoever is able to beat this will move on. Whoever loses out here will be finishing in 7th and 8th place in the Apeiron Guild War qualifiers.
Ooh man, that is painful. This is one of those painful games. In the previous games, it might have been a bit lax, but at the same time, it's also high pressure because literally you're just 2 games away from booking your ticket to the live grand finals. But here, you're just out. You're just out. And whoever wins this will end up needing to fight Sheci, Farmstic Guild. And of course, on the other side, Crypto Inside and Dude Ain't Up would need to fight Meditate in tomorrow's game. So, right off the bat, early aggression coming in. Both are almost the same HP, but when it comes to Apostle's HP, it's also somewhat the same. So, not a lot of things to call for yet.
Yeah, but Flamengi has the advantage of having the desecrated ground to heal up whenever he needs to. So that HP advantage right now for PGK will fall off as he is the moment he is able to land one of these skills. Oh, the zip zap might cancel it. It does. That's huge. But he has a card shot to get it back. So not the end of the world here for PGK for Flamengi, but definitely not the situation he thought he would be in right now. Oh, double welcome to slams do connect.
Oh yeah, it does connect. He's trapped inside the baby cage. The rock and roll does get canceled. Gets proc the cancellation. Second.
Oh no!
Oh my god! I thought it was freaking gonna go through, but it looks like another headshot's coming in. The headshot does not connect. And oh my goodness, I thought it was gonna go through. I thought it was gonna have an C5 and has a slow, easy ride into the late game, but no. He's gonna have to work for that C5 to actually connect.
Yeah, against this Zipzap right now, he cannot use it. He has to back off a little bit. Maybe use it on the Hunter will be his best shot, but he gets it off. That's huge. He's gonna get some healing off towards the Guardian, but the Guardian's almost dead. He's not gonna get too much healing off of this. Can he avoid the rock? Yes, he does. So he's gonna be able to heal off the... Nope, he's not. That's gonna be the Root Trap Slide, getting the Hunter out of position. Oh, but the...
that
it's perfect. Perfect setup there.
Yep. Perfectly performed by PGK right there. I wonder what Flamengi is drinking. It's probably performance enhancers. I don't know.
It's gotta be coffee right now. It's early in the morning. You know, you gotta shake it off. You gotta bounce back and come back to the next game. And caffeine does that perfectly for you. So let's see if that shot of caffeine will be able to help Flamengi even out this series, or will PGK take the first sweep in this best of 5?
Oh yeah. Well. Speaking of sweeps, there hasn't been a single sweep in this broadcast yet. It almost happened, but of course, you know, Meditate was not that easy to take down. But it could just be something. It could just be a learning lesson in the very end. But let's focus on this game. So Zipzap Orb with the early aggression gets the Root Trap Slide to maybe slow him down, but a lot of damage being taken by Flamengi. He does get the desecrated ground proc there, but he's now trying to get his one Apostle out. Castle Guard's going to be used, and that is an empty desecrated ground.
Oh, welcome to Slam connects as well on towards Flamengi. He's already down to half health, but he's trying to give chase here with the Zip Zap Orbs. That's going to buy him some time. Good bonk there to buy Flamengi some space, as well as stop him from any further aggression. So Flamengi's going to be able to try and equalize here. Oh, hit shot, not gonna connect. Nice welcome to the slam to stop it in place for the side of Flamengi.
I mean, speaking of equalizing it, some mistakes were made. Some people overstepping their welcome. But what is up with PGK? This is like the second time he took 2 procs. Oh my goodness, the tailwind cancels the RT5 once again. Him not getting value. Clemente is having a hard time getting these off and trying to stay alive as well. Both are at half health. He should have the advantage. But when it comes to Apostles, there is literally a really nice positioning right now for Clemente. He can literally stick to them, right behind them, but he gets the stun, and now he's trying to figure out what he's focusing on exactly. He's just trying to stay alive at this point.
Oh, almost got Desecrated Ground cancelled, but this setup, not gonna connect, but he gets hit anyways by the headshot. Flamengi needs the healing. Welcome to Slam. Not gonna connect. Zip Zap Orb is gonna be used, and he's gonna chase it. The connection on towards the ball will be it. That's gonna be Flamengi falling as PGK takes the first win for the side of Huru.
Oh man, that hurts. The moments where you need the Desecrated Ground, it just does not connect. And when you do get it to connect, he already has an ability to get that Apostle out of the way. Very well played by PGK.
Yep, huge cancels. That was what, 3 Desecrated Grounds cancelled at least I saw from the side of PGK in the second game alone. So he's definitely on point in that regard. So well played there by PGK, getting Huru on the board with the first win, and that sets them up nicely to move on to the second game. We're gonna have PGK going up against the next player from the side of the Daotsu, which is going to be Pren.
All right. So not a good start for Daotsu right now. Huru having a very explosive opening there as a 2-0 game. We're almost at 100K views, baby, on the post. That is insane. What is happening right now with Appeironi's Twitter page? It was just 99K a few minutes ago, but dang, we are making numbers. We're making history. The best competitive game in the Web3 space, and hundreds of thousands is now seeing it. Okay, now that approval, that approval there by our boy Gonzalo. Wait, is it Gonzalo? Gonzalo, what's his in-game name? Pren. Let's just call him Gonzalo. If his in-game name is Gonzalo, you are now Gonzalo.
Nah, his in-game name is Pren. He's making sure everybody knows his name. That's gonna be his key to victory. Is him striking fear in his opponents, and them playing in the same server. I mean, if they're playing in South America or North America server, they would have faced against each other once or twice in the leaderboard. So that's gonna be, that little advantage. If you know your opponents, you know their tendencies, that will give you an advantage going into this matchup.
Yep. All right, let's see. So, seeing as how PGK did play, what do you think could beat him out? So everything literally connected. Every rock and roll connects. Every Earth C5 was cancelled. Could we be seeing a potential sweep here?
I mean, that's the first rule of using Desecrated Ground, is don't get it cancelled, because that's a expensive skill in terms of mana cost, and it doesn't last too long in terms of the duration. So you gotta make sure you get maximum value out of it. Make sure you use your baby cages to stop your opponents from leaping his apostles out or jumping his apostles out. So a lot of things need to go right, and just the smallest things can go wrong, and you just wasted all that mana.
Oh yeah. And speaking of wasting mana, all right, let's not waste some time. The next round is about to start. Can PGK keep the momentum going, or is Pren gonna be his kryptonite?
Let's see, Pren, that's gonna be a wasteland, I believe. While PGK is gonna be bringing in the foresty, so not the same planet, I believe. He's gonna be bringing in something fresher on PGK side.
Interesting. So we're just trying out some things here. Wasteland enters the game. I'm loving how tries and quads are getting some love this tournament. It's not all duos, but interestingly enough, not a single pure in the game. But not everybody has a pure.
It's not like they just cost $1,000 and $1,000, Biku.
That's true. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all about the competitive sense of it. I mean, a quad can beat a pure, and oh my goodness, that long range rock and roll just connects. Tailwind into the AC5. Early aggression coming off of Pren right now into the Zip Zap Orb. A classic build, just taking him to almost half health. That is insane. But the rock and roll is literally just one move, and they're already equal on their HP. The headshot to boot as well.
Yeah, PGK doing a good job of returning the favor in terms of the damage, keeping things close. Some starfalls do fall down. That's going to be huge. Fall up in towards the AC5. The rock. The stun, the follow-up, the return. Not going to be too much. That's going to be Pren in a bit of danger. He's in a dangerous position. Switcheroo will heal him up a little bit. He has one more Switcheroo to heal him up a little bit more. So Pren, but he takes the welcome to slam to the face. And the rock as well. He is in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Pren just taking way too much damage. Just the early aggression might have been good, but the return fire of PGK is just a lot better. And just a little bit more damage in there. He does have the headshot and the tailwind combo right in hand. He's not... Oh, he gets hit by the fall. But he gets raised into the air and taking that headshot to the face. Insane, my guy. Insane plays by both. All right, and in the stream, Activar Windows.
It was pretty high. Like, both these players play super aggressive off the get-go. And that's... both of them trying to exploit their opponents, trying to catch them off guard, and ultimately PGK was the one to seal the deal with that arrow to the face. But let's see if Pren is able to come back. I mean, AC5s are always great to watch. The gust swing unbounds, the feathers, the returns are always so technical to use. And in a high-stakes match like this, it might not be the best option to bring to the table.
That's true, but like seeing as how he did get a full combo in the AC5, the tailwind into the zip zap, I mean PGK's plan, it might just be a bit too tanky for that. Maybe he needs to focus more on the apostles a bit there. He does get the headshot onto that mage. The switcheroo is going to be huge though, but here comes the AC5 into the zip zap orb. Might need to take this to the face, but he does come out with more HP in the end.
Yep. Did connect, just a little bit of connection, not too bad there. Both sides are still pretty healthy. Just walks away from the boulder. You know, that's a normal human thing to do. Walk away from falling boulders. Fall up, connecting, double fall up, and the tailwind setting up the welcome to the slam. Oh, but it misses there. And Pren took a lot of damage on the way.
Oh yeah, he took a lot of damage, but I guess that, oh my god, I guess it's baby steps to maybe ending up killing him, but I guess it's just too soon to even call it. The switcheroo getting him behind, not getting hit by the rock and roll, that's going to be huge. He gets the follow-up, doesn't get the follow-up. Free cast the AC5, does get a few feathers in there, but the return underneath the castle guard will just make him look like he wasted some mana. And headshot with 2,000 damage is huge there. And it's slowly becoming PGK's game once again.
Yeah, but let's not count out the gust swing user yet. We know that it's just one combo, one small mistake, one good move, one perfect stun from him be able to come back to this game. Oh, but the perfect stun comes out from PGK as he's taking a lot of damage.
As much as I want to support that cope, Pren is just not, being patient enough to actually wait for his mana to go back up. The moment he gets at least like a 2-card combo in there, he just goes ahead and just throws it. There's another rock to his face. I think the tailwind got canceled. No, it did not. Welcome to the slam. Is going to find him. The switcheroo right outside of the zone. Doesn't have the AC5. Return. The zip up. Oh my god. You know what? Screw it. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, screw it. AC5 is good. Okay, screw it. I'm sorry.
That final micro move, dash towards the right, connecting all the return feathers. Absolutely perfect there for Pren to close out that game. That was getting too close for comfort for both sides, but ultimately he was able to close things out, and it forces this game into game number 3. So right now, Huru might be in some trouble here, and we might see Daotsu get the first point on the board in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, chat says Biku jinxed it. Okay, sure. I mean, Honestly, it
The moment
literally
you
looked
said
like
it.
his game. But yeah, AC5s comes back in the weirdest possible manner. But yeah, that's AC5, baby. And any moment is a moment.
Yeah. Just one mistake is all it needs here. Switcheroo heals him up a little bit there for the side of PGK. He's healing up with the Wild Growth as well. So this early chip damage not gonna be too much of trouble. But Fallout connects and we might see Pren really putting the pressure now. He does go for it. Zip Zap. Welcome to Slam as well. And he's continuing the chase.
Yeah, continuing the chase, trying to apply way more pressure. And now PGK is just trying to find an avenue to get this one headshot in there. He does have the Tailwind combo, but he's preserving some mana to get it off perfectly. There it is. Now taking Pren to half health. Can he perform another miracle heal here? The bonk is not going to go through. I think he just got canceled. Now the switcheroo right off could just be giving him some more space here. He doesn't have to rush this, but Pren is building up some mana that could literally end his life at any given moment.
Yeah, all these mages left alive there for PGK is creating issues here for Pren. He can't land, he can't chain these stuns perfectly just because PGK is always constantly healing up. The follow-up does connect. Can he get this return? Yes, he can. Huge damage. That's going to be important there for Pren.
Yeah, so much value that he got off of that. Even on the Tailwind, he got a cancellation on the rock and roll, and oh my god, that was just like one pixel perfect move away from getting hit by that headshot. Literally a Donald Trump moment in this game. Here comes the switcheroo to maybe get a bit of healing. Pren in the back foot at the moment, getting pressured with these rock and rolls. Zip Zap Orb into the AC5. Oh my god, it could have been huge if he perfectly got all of that, but sometimes the timing there is really hard.
Right now it's gonna be PGK on the ropes. He's trying to run away. The bonks don't connect the headshots as well, and right now mana-wise they're both pretty even. But PGK is in a much better spot in terms of HP right now. He can give chase, tailwind, zip zap, and one more feathers. The return will finish things off. He can land.
Oh my god, the feathers, Mr. President, and it's a direct hit. Oh my god,
Mr.
President. Pren showing the world how it's done. In NA, dang man, that is great gameplay out of Pren with a wasteland, by the way.
That's crazy, actually. You know, wastelands they don't usually have too much win, but he made it work, and right now gives Daotsu Esports a breath of fresh air. Right now they're tied in this series. And both of them have a good chance to move on to the next round. It's down to essentially a best of 3 right now between both these guilds. And next man up there for Huru is going to be Wicked, representing their guild.
All right. Okay. So I have seen Wicked. I caught a glimpse of his gameplay. He does play the somewhat of a auto attack-ish build. So I'm very interested on seeing that in the game. I didn't get to see it with Nail It, but I guess we're gonna see it with Wicked.
Yep, it's gonna be interesting for a lot of players, especially for those in Southeast Asia where we don't have a lot of auto attack builds running around in ladder. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they face off against each other, and if Pren is gonna make any sort of adjustments, because he did play a Gustwing Unbound Planet, but against the auto attack build, that's a dangerous planet to play it into, because he's going to be constantly chasing you, and as an AC5 player, you do not want that to happen.
Oh yeah. Now, so with Pren, I'm not sure if he is going to be making any slight changes here. What rank did you say Pren was?
Pren in the last season was 40-ish. Let me see if I can bring that up really quickly. Pren was 39.
All right. Well,
Wicked was 44.
39 versus 44. But sometimes it doesn't really matter. Maybe they're just chilling. Not everybody here. You don't have to actually be in the top 10 or top 15 to be scary in the game. But
absolutely.
Yep, leaderboard, schmooderboard.
A lot of killers out there. Even if they are ranked 51, they can still sweep you. Just saying.
They can. Could this be a reverse sweep? The last line of defense is not Pren. I forgot. There's still Storm Farm. I keep forgetting. This is not the last line of defense yet. We still have yet to see Storm Farm play. So this is second seed versus second seed right now. And if and we also have Soilo on Huru Gaming as the first seed.
Yep. Both these teams still have their ace players yet to show. They have to show their what they are made of. So plenty of gameplay left to watch. So don't go anywhere, guys. It's the Apeiron Guild Wars North America qualifiers, where we will see two teams make it to the offline live event, and we've already have two teams from Southeast Asia. That's gonna be Ancient 8 and Meditate making it there, who are the two North and South American guilds to be joining them there as well.
All right, that is gonna be insane, baby. And of course, we're also waiting for PvE roguelite. The PvE roguelite was the first game to come out first, and it's gonna be new and improved now that we have access to it in the Cradle in game. If you haven't played the game, if you haven't tried the game, the Cradle is basically the main menu of the game, but it's gamified with your tiny little spirit cuddling thingy. All right, game is starting. Pren versus Wicked, and looks like it is gonna be a battle of the tries. Both are foresties, baby. Not a single duo in sight. Might just still be the AC5 build on the side of Pren. And I'm looking at Wicked. He has some priests in his team. So are we going to be seeing a double priest or a single priest? I'm just excited to see it, because I always love to see these auto attack builds, because since it just came out, it came out just recently in the previous leaderboard. I wanted to try it out myself. It's actually harder than it looks, and kind of requires you to have Water C5, because if you don't have Water C5, it's kind of easy to just focus you out.
Yep, the priest just died too quickly. The Water C5 is there to protect them, but it looks like Wicked is not going to play those double priests. It does look like he is an auto attack build, like you said, but he's going to put it along with a Resonance Vault as well.
Interesting. Okay, so, well, usually we've seen it with the Water C5, but this is going to be with a Resonance Vault instead. Resonance Vault with a Rock and Roll and Zip Zap Orb. So, a very interesting build. What was that, a stun?
Yeah, that was the Hunter's energized attack that stopped him from casting his skill.
I mean, I guess he was backed against the wall. He didn't even know that he was going to cast at that point. Wow.
Oh, headshot connects. 2,000 damage to the face there for Wicked. Not a great start for him right now, and he needs to find somebody to climb back, because Pren is also playing a Resonance Vault build as well, but without the auto attack buffs.
Okay, so he switched it out himself. So Resonance Vault versus Resonance Vault. So both are playing Rock and Roll. We would have loved to see more AC5 action in here, but it looks like it's going to be a mirror match for the AC6, whose Rock is harder than the other. And it looks like Wicked is taking a half health with, well, Pren is sitting pretty with full health.
Yeah, that one headshot really set things up there, but another Resonance Vault is going to drop down there for Wicked, keeping him healthy, keeping him topped up, and the Wild Growth is going to start kicking in. So you gotta put on the pressure. You can't let go of the early momentum that you have against this sort of lineups, because he's gonna be able to heal up. Another Resonance Vault dropped here, this time on Pren. That's gonna help him clean out most of the Apostles on the side of Wicked, as he's down to one last Hunter left remaining.
Oh yeah, he does have 100 left, but I think Wicked has somewhat of the upper hand. And oh my god, did he take that headshot to the face or not?
I think he did, but that was maybe Formless reducing it. But Wicked definitely not in a great spot. Resonance Vault dropped down. He can't get out. Oh, he barely gets out of there.
Oh my goodness. All right, so 10 seconds left until the circle closes in. Wicked does have somewhat of an advantage, because his Guardian does have most awesome Aegis, but it is now a waiting room to get that healing off. Another Rock and Roll is going to be casted. Doesn't get canceled by the Zip Zap Orb, but it doesn't get hit either way. Rock and roll after rock and roll, but that rock and roll is going to get canceled by the Tailwind dash, and that Hunter is right outside the zone. Drops out a stun, does not connect, I believe, but the Zip Zap stun is going to go through. The Tailwind to knock him up, and into the Earth C6, perfectly timed by Pran, but here comes another Earth C6 of Wickeds this time. So both of them can't go inside of the zone, but the Got Your Back is going to give him some armor, and could still be anyone's game at this point. 5 seconds left, the circle closes in. Who's Earth C6 is going to go in there first?
Usually, this sort of matchups, whoever has the highest HP will take the game, and it does seem like Pren has a slight advantage, not the biggest. He doesn't have a Zip Zap in hand though, so that's going to be dangerous. He needs to drop off another one to stop Wicked from dropping his own, but looks like Wicked might get his off. Yes, he does.
Oh my
Huge
goodness.
damage.
He does get his off, but does not get the armor, and it looks like the HP advantage right now is on the side of Wicked. He does not have another Resonance Vault, but he does have the Zip Zap Orb, and Pran now, wow, pulling on straws on AC6 to the ground, but oh my goodness, he still walks out of the zone, and Wicked takes the first game.
That game went down to just one connection on the Resonance Vault. He took that damage, and that was the difference maker. If he was able to avoid that fall damage, he would have been in a, I believe, a situation where he had more HP. And with the zone closing and him being in the middle, he might have had the chance to take that game. But like we said, when you're playing a mirror, the smallest things do matter. And ultimately, it was the side of Wicked that took the first game, despite him taking so much damage early on. Right now, it's gonna be Pren on the ropes.
What? Man, maybe he does have a way to perhaps get this back. He did have somewhat of an advantage in the early game in the previous round, but in the very late game, because he had that Guardian to keep him alive with the Got Your Back, with the most awesome ages, that literally was the difference maker. That kept him alive, kept healing him, and ultimately got him that win. Pran just needs to summon whatever he did in the early game and stretch it towards the late game, because he does have some early game potential.
Oh, his rock and roll got cancelled there by the pulse from the Resonance Vault, so that's going to be a little bit of mana wasted there. Headshot going to connect, but the shields do come out to prevent some of that damage as well. So Wicked in a good spot in terms of HP. He does have the Resonance Vault on top of all the Apostles for the side of Pren, and Pren is taking a lot of damage to the face. Headshot not gonna connect. Oh, actually connects by into shield, so not too much damage done there by Pren.
Okay, so Pren taking very low to half health. Wicked not looking so good either. So both of them are kind of in equal footing. Wicked is down one Apostle, so that's an advantage that Pren could have. But as long as that Guardian is alive, Wicked is alive. So Leaping Bomb covered, trying to get a cancel on the Earth C6 perhaps. He does get it to connect, but it doesn't cancel anything and allows him to get a Resonance Vault on himself. 4 Apostles, direct hit from that Resonance Vault. Cabinets are falling, and we are packing Apostles.
Headshot, connect. No, it missed actually. I thought that would have been a connect for sure. So Pren, more mana wasted here. Headshot is barely missing, but the stun does come up from the rock and roll. A Resonance Vault drop, that's going to be huge there for Pren. That's going to allow him to claw himself back in towards this game, as he's going to be able to clear off the warriors from the side of Wicked. But the boulders keep rolling. You got to get out of the way or you're in danger.
Oh yeah, and on the side of Wicked though, Apostles are looking extremely healthy right now on his side. Tries to get a headshot in there. The stun! Oh my god, on the Zip Zap Orb allows that headshot to hit, and Pren is now taken extremely low. He needs to pull a miracle out of his ass, or else this is going to be it for him right now. He does get the most awesome ages to proc. It's going to heal him back up in a couple of seconds, but now here comes the late game. Oh, he just has the time to just emote, and he accepts his fate. Bye-bye, my friend. You played well, Pren, but it looks like this is going to be Wicked's game, and coming up next is going to be Storm Farm? Okay, Storm Farm.
Yeah, Wicked was just a better bowler in this matchup, and just the overall the better player. Like the headshots connecting twice definitely put him in a good position. But Wicked is putting his guild one step away from moving forward to the loser bracket quarterfinals to face up against SFG. But he needs to go through one more player, and that is going to be Stormfarm from Daotsu.
Oh yeah. All right. Wicked is looking good so far. Taking that one win, now letting 1 game 2 drop, and the difference maker, not even sure. Could even be the Apostles, could be the Planets. But yeah, he definitely had a hard time there. The first game was a lot closer. The second one didn't even look like he was breaking a sweat there. But maybe when Stormfarm does come in, perhaps this could be a reversal. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's all the weights are on Stormfarm's shoulder right now. He is carrying the weight of his guild because this is his last chance. This is Daotsu Esports' last chance to move on in the Apeiron Guild War, because they are in the lower brackets. They are down 1-2 right now, and they need to find one more win to even things out.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Wicked will switch things out as well, or if he's gonna continue playing that Resonance Vault Planet. Because right now, it is in terms of the knowledge advantage, it is going towards the way of Stormfarm, because he has seen what Wicked played and he can make adjustments based on that.
All right, so predictions. I'm not really that sure. I'm not really that sure if I haven't seen Stormfarm that much in ladder or in tournaments lately. But knowing how Wicked has been going, especially in the previous games, I have been checking in just checking in some games, and with the auto attack builds, it might just end up being a clean game for him, or unless he just switch things up.
I mean, if you're preparing for this tournament, you would know what your opponents usually do play. You can scout them out in terms of their wallets, so that Stormfarm has something prepared for Wicked right here, or else that will be the end of the road here for the side of Daotsu.
But honestly, I mean, good for Daotsu though. Daotsu ended up eliminating Sura. So that's also an eye opener. So all they have to go through is also Huru. So looking at how it happened with Sura, they won 2-3. So it all ended with Stormfarm. That pushed them into this current match. So he may be the Titan that needs to be taken down. The final boss.
Final boss from the side of Daotsu. Can he hold his team together in the Apeiron Guild Wars North America qualifiers? He has one opponent. He has 2 opponents to defeat. That's going to be Wicked as well as Soilo. But 1 foot forward at a time. He needs to beat Wicked first before he's able to claim his match against Soilo. Let's see if he's able to do it. Or will the side of Huru move on to face up against SFG tomorrow? Let's wait and see, as we have another mirror Foresty matchup, but their skills yet to be known. It looks like Wicked is playing the same composition, but let's see what Stormfarm has brought to the table. It is a Water C5. That's interesting.
Yep. Water C5 coming out of Stormfarm. Could this be an auto attack build? Not really. His team doesn't look like it's set up to be a Water C5 build. The headshot does not find anything. I think it's just more focused on actually... Oh my goodness! Double Water C5 game. What?
Here we go. We are in for a treat. First we saw 2 cabinets. Now we are seeing 2 waves on both sides. Oh, he gets it cancelled!
Oh my god!
Oh!
The last dude standing auto attack though, putting him into half health. That was a lot of damage taken by Stormfarm in the early game. Maybe you want to capitalize on that with some early game aggression. But no, they're just both chilling this time. Rock and roll does connect, but that warrior hits like a freaking truck.
He has to get out. Another drag to the bottom being thrown out. Now they're not sure whose waves are whose. This is where chaos starts to ensue.
Yep, so he's got the waves, he's got the rocks. This is literally the perfect storm. And Wicked's taken down to half health right now. The headshot commences, the tailwind connects, and that's 2,000 damage onto Wicked's face. And now he needs to walk this off. But the auto attacks is very massive there. The welcome to the slam does not find him. The autos does not find him either. But the rock and roll is gonna connect. And those are 2 balls on the side. Looking a bit too aggressive right now for Storm Farm, and both of them are at the same HP, but when it comes to Apostles, advantage is still on the side of Wicked.
Oh, the rock and roll does not connect. Here comes the headshot. He doesn't have a tailwind, so he's gonna miss. Barely scratches him. Just like another person that we know, but here comes the drag to the bottom being used there by Storm Farm. He's pushing out all the Apostles. That might be good for him, but can he finish things off? He's taking a lot of damage from the rogue. He's low, he's in trouble. He's gonna die. One more right hit, and he does fall. Wicked will take the first game. That was too close.
Oh my god, way too close. That is insane. Honestly, I thought Storm Farm had it in the bag. I thought that was it. That was gonna be his game, but no. It took a whole lot out of him to close that game out, and it looks like Wicked did find a way to come back to the top. And it's not looking so good. It's already at match point. This one win from Wicked will send Daotsu home, and them moving forward to fight Meditate.
Straight up to Ancient 8, but yeah,
I'm sorry.
game's not over yet. Storm Farm does still have something to play here. Retribution used, trying to push them back a little bit. He does have drag to the bottom here for Storm Farm. No cancel this time, so that's him already off to a great start.
Yep. Well, these water C5 builds, and then of course Wicked just having that really nice auto attack build at the same time. He does opt to use the double priest this time, so something that he needs to take care of first. Moving forward to get some autos into those priests. One is surely going down sooner than the other. He does use up that cheerleading, I believe. And now going forward, tailwind dash, get some autos in, note that's the rock and roll, and kind of just chilling in this early game right now.
Yeah,
not a lot of HP is being taken.
The problem is both those priests are still alive. Once the side of Wicked needs to keep them alive, while Storm Farm's really trying his best to finish them off, but the heals keep coming. They keep coming, they keep healing. One priest is almost dead. Can he get finished off? No. Almost Vincible keeps it alive. And here comes the auto attacks. Cheerleading, Knight of the Hunt, and start auto attacking right now.
Damn, that's already 2 of those drag to the bottoms being casted on top of those priests, but they are not budging. We saw one priest already on, never mind, screw it, on the brink of death, but that headshot is just the nail of the coffin for that priest. That's one priest down, just go for the other. Another drag to the bottom is gonna get proc, but it looks like it's gonna get canceled by the rock and roll, and it's not looking good for Storm Farm in his last game, potentially last game. I'm not counting this out yet. I'm not jinxing this just yet, but he is at half health right now, and Wicked is sitting pretty with full health.
Yeah, this is not a great situation here for Storm Farm. One of the priests still alive at this point. The Retribution not going to connect. The priest finally does fall. So this is an opening here for Storm Farm. If he's able to stabilize and somehow find a way back to this game, we might be in for an interesting series. But the attacks, the auto attacks keep coming. 700, 900, they keep coming in. They're chipping away at him, and he cancels yet another skill. Oh. The stun.
And it is not looking good right now for Storm Farm. He could not get an ability in. The rock and roll disconnects, and here comes the waves, and he is gone. Sideways camera. I like how he's a bit elongated in the in the stream. But oh well. Congratulations, Huru. You move forward to fight Sheci's Farmstic Guild, baby. Congratulations. And after Daotsu, you played well, you played great. This is 7th and 8th place, I believe. Congratulations for making it this far, but this is the end of the line for you. So congrats, GG's. Insane gameplay. Well, honestly, it wasn't in my bingo card today to see 2 drag to the bottom players.
In the mirror. Face off in the mirror is the rarest of the bingo the bingo slots there. But yeah, Wicked definitely showing that, you know, he has that flexibility. He played what, 3 different compositions in 3 games. That's something else.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something else. GG's everywhere in the chat. But anywho, Zerinos, let's talk about our sponsors, baby. Axie Infinity has been the foundation of Web3 gaming ever since the explosion from, I believe, 2020 or 2021, and it just snowballed into other games forming and coming out. So yeah, Apeiron's ecosystem and a lot of it inspiration to Axie, and moving into where it is now. We are now in the Ronin network from Sky Mavis, and yeah, thank you so much, Axie, for sponsoring this, and a few messages from Axie.
Can you feel the moment? Can you feel the loving? She don't wanna hurt it. She just go waste it, waste it, waste it, waste it. Can you feel the moment? Can you feel the love? She don't wanna hurt it. Can you feel the moment? Can you feel the love? She the one that had it. She just go waste it, waste it, waste it, waste it, Can you feel the moment? She the one that had it. I just wanna love her. She deserves it better. She will take a moment. She just take a breath. She just recognize she don't wanna lie. She don't wanna know. She can peace of mind. She doesn't mind. Can you feel the moment? Wait. Can you feel the moment?
What you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me? What you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me? What you gonna do? to know me.
Only free in the weekend. What's up? I'm that jigger nigga with a 6 figure. Walked out, sweet brown sugar with 6 figure. High five, count my figure, she can taste that dinner. Night drive, Iggy, yeah, she figure, kitty, let me get down with her. Out loud, hit a 16 on a 4-4, she hit the dance floor. I never miss this on the league, yeah, she wants more. 6 in the AM, we be fucking 6 PM. Back shot on a BPM, with an RPG, by the bank, that's that bounce, that's my thing. Tick-tock, I think it's time to hit a good gut. She got me on my sentiment. Yeah, she freaky when she get down on my element. Don't start tripping when you even sipping. Don't get at me if it's smashy, then I with it. When I pull in, never stop till I finish. I come in like Rambo, on the background like Mutombo. Yeah, she wanna do I like it tasty. Got a clear view, that's tasty. I need some J Kush, I might just ambush. Holla back now.
What you gonna do? You gonna come closer?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might.
And we are back to the last game of the day. It's gonna be Crypto Inside NA versus Dude Ain't Duck NA. But yeah, so yeah, we're in NA. Why am I even saying NA? Cero, last game of the day. What do you think? He's not here yet. Anywho's Reno. So,
Whoops.
So Crypto Inside is complete, but sadly, on the side of Dude Ain't Duck, one player is going to not play. So, Crypto Inside will start things off with one. If 2 players are out, they're out automatically.
Yep. I guess Dude ain't showing up there for the side of Dude Ain't Duck.
Dude ain't here.
But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So, you know, this Beluga, Dad, and Somero, they gotta carry the weight of their guilds on their shoulders against one of the OGs in Apeiron. You got Cardinal, Crown, as well as Rufka for the side of Crypto Insider. So they're gonna be a formidable opponent for sure.
Oh yeah, formidable. Definitely. Also, this is also another team. Cardinal is the, I believe, the founder of Crypto Inside. So yeah, like I said, once again, I love it when founders play their games in their guild. There's just not some person showing up on the outside. Once again, I'm calling out to Starlord. Where you at? Oh yeah, and I'm just kidding. I mean, it's okay. There's definitely always going to be a player better than you, but. Anywho's Reno, Beluga on the stream right now against Cardinal, but knowing Beluga, I have seen him play so much before, very good. And also, how's a mouth on him? Always in the Gen chat. Well, this is gonna be interesting to actually see him now, not on the leaderboard, but in the stage.
It's going to be an interesting series, just because, you know, this is lower brackets and Dude Ain't Duck is starting off with a deficit here, so they gotta bring out everything they can against one of the oldest community members and players of Apeiron. Is going to be Beluga going up against Cardinal in the first match, and we can see Karst on both sides already.
So Karst on both sides is going to be interesting. Could just be a double AC5. I have seen Beluga play AC5, and as for Cardinal, I think it's going to be C6 perhaps?
Oh, let's see. It's going to be Resonance Vault and AC5 on Cardinal, like you said.
Yep. All right. Okay. So opening that up, it does connect. Let us go and see what is going on. So the opening on the side of Beluga is a Tailwind to cancel out the Resonance Vault, but I guess it did not go through. Zip Zap, Tailwind, and Rock and Roll. This is one of the classic builds right now. A lot of things. I guess we could say that Tailwind and Zip Zap could just very well be the bread and butter of this game.
Yeah, for sure. And he's bringing in Priest as well. One Priest is tough to handle here for the Gust Wing build because you don't have too much Apostle damage. It's all mostly single target, and the Priest is staying alive for the longest of time. Cardinal is losing out his mages though, as we do see Beluga just hammering at it right now, so that's a great start. If he can keep his Priest alive, that's going to be even better. And he's going to drop a Resonance Vault on towards the Priest, giving it a bit of shield. The Priest does fall towards the end, but the Apostles of Cardinal are saying goodbye as well.
Oh yeah, I think that one switcheroo might have been a mistake on Cardinal's side, and also somewhat of a gamble. Sometimes if you want to have a switcheroo, you best expect that your mages will go down immediately after. So Cardinal trying to make something happen with his Zip Zap and the early aggression, but he is deterred by this Rock and Roll. Sends out a Rock and Roll himself, and here comes another double right now, but not dealing that much damage. Interesting. I'm not really sure what the interaction is, but maybe this Rock and Roll is only a level 1.
It should be a level 1 headshot though. Does a lot of damage. 2.4k damage on towards the side of Beluga, but he gets a Resonance Vault off. That's going to help him clean up the rest of the Apostles. Oh, the energized attack connecting on towards Cardinal. Not in a good spot. He needs to heal up. He needs to drop more of these bowling balls to get himself back into this game. The Zip Zap. Not gonna.
That was gross. Stun. That was gross to see. Honestly, Beluga was taking Rock and Rolls to the face, but then that headshot kind of spiraled him into a snowball flurry of damage. Now taking him to half health, but he's slowly catching back up. And now almost the same HP as Cardinal. Takes another Rock and Roll to the face. He dodges his to get his to connect. And it looks like he is just back in the game. It is a 3v1 situation. The last Apostle on the side of Cardinal has been taken down. And now it's up to Beluga to close this one out. Both are at half health, but the Apostle advantage is just massive.
Yeah, but if he gets this Resonance Vault off, oh no, he gets cancelled. That's huge cancel from Cardinal. That's gonna give him a huge out in this game if he's able to just avoid one more skill. If he's able to cancel one more of these Resonance Vaults, he's gonna be in a good spot. But oh, this circle is closing off. It's getting dangerous. The Apostles are doing damage. Oh, the Welcome to Step connects. And here comes
this
the
actually come down. It's gonna be huge if it does, and it does. It's GG. It's done. Cardinal, take your bags, go outside to the zone, and think about what you've done. And oh my goodness, that he doesn't have Zip Zap orbs, and that should be the defining fact that he needs to hammer down on, because the fact that Cardinal has Zip Zaps and Beluga does not, he should have just kept going with that. But at the end of the day, it's just getting that C6 just gave him the win.
Yep, absolutely. It is, that final one without any form of cancellation that's basically your coffin dropping on you, and Cardinal has to prevent that. He has to stop that from happening one way or another. He was in the driver's seat pretty much the entire game, but just the smallest of mistakes do happen, and it just may put him in a bad spot.
Could just be. So early aggression already coming out of Cardinal. I sure hope he's not thinking of just switcherooing his mage again, right into the side of of Beluga that he did last round. But honestly, this priest is doing a lot of work, especially for Cardinals early game. I think it would be best to just ignore it and maybe focus on the apostles. But then again, the priest would just keep on healing it right back up. And oh, the redemption. Not sure if it canceled anything. Pushes him right back, but of course it reduces his resistance.
Circle of healing gets dropped down again. More and more healing on towards the priest. Priest staying alive. He has another almost invincible. Drops it as well, keeping it alive. That's an annoying priest. It's still alive. He needs a headshot to finishing off. Oh, he saw that coming, but a little bit too late. Not able to cancel it off. But the priest should be falling to the zip zap.
Yep, it did fall, but at what cost? It is one apostle down, but it has taken it so much closer to the end game, to the win condition, which is the circle closing. Circle is now closed, and oh my goodness, that Warriors energized attack literally pushed back the Hunter to keep him away from the Resonance Vault. That is poetry right there, and not something you want to see, honestly. Your team just threw.
He's still in an okay spot though for the side of Beluga. He manages to connect. Oh, Switcheroo keeps him up, and another Resonance Vault dropping on everything. Should be able to finish off all the apostles here. Pretty much tough spot now for Cardinal. 4 versus 1 without any apostles on his side.
Definitely not the same situation that he had in the last game. Last game it was a bit closer than this was, but it's looking like Beluga's game, kind of. Slowly but surely. And he does have Zip Zap Orbs this time. In the Zip Zap Orb battle, you kind of have the upper hand if you have more HP. But the problem here is that he has more Apostles. And the Apostles is the defining factor. Earthsea 6 coming down. It does connect, and he needs to try to figure out how to cancel the next one.
Now he's being chased. While trying to figure all that out, he's being chased by a warrior as well as the mage. Gravity Orb becomes very annoying. Oh, Crypt Cardinal though in a good spot if he's able to cancel one more. Oh, but welcome to the last dude does so much damage to him right now.
That's true. So yeah, keeping that one warrior alive is just massive, and it's just autoing him right now. He even has a mage that lasted this long. That is insane. Cardinal taken extremely low right now, and Beluga one more win away to equalizing this to a 2-for-2. To a 1-for-1. The Resonance Ball is going down. It doesn't get to cancel. And that's just it. Cardinal is taken out, and it is now a tie.
Beluga really making sure that his team has a chance in this tournament right now. 2 very clean games from him. The late game plays from him was perfect, and he was able to at least force this to a best of 3 basically. Right now he's going to be facing up against the second seed from Crypto Insider. That's going to be Crown, and things are tied up right now for both these guilds.
Yep, it's well, Beluga is a really good player. Now Crown is coming into the mix. Oh, look at that shirtless gang.
Sando gang.
Sando. He's not even in a Sando. It's not Sando. It's not Sando. He's not wearing a Sando. He's not wearing anything. Well, I mean, it might pleasure the audience to know, like, I am not wearing anything. So good thing that there's no camera here. But yeah, put that in your thoughts, kids.
A little bit too much information for me right now, Bigu.
Hey. The best part about working from home is that you don't have to show up.
Oh, that is true, but I hope both these players do show up for that match, because it is 1-1 right now in terms of score. Even out, both second seed players are on the table right now, and whoever wins will put their guild one step forward and one step closer to the offline live event. But they still have to go through a lot of other teams still in the upper brackets and waiting for them as well. The winner of this series will be playing against Meditate in the loser bracket quarterfinals. But,
oh my goodness, but like, seeing as they're performing right now, nobody knows Meditate better than you, of course, as their teammates. And who do you think has a bigger chance of squaring against them?
Well,
like, I know you're gonna say, like, they're gonna win, but who's the closest?
I mean, looking at how Beluga did play in the previous game. He looks like he knows the matchup very well. He looks like he did put in a practice. So it's not gonna be a very easy matchup regardless. But you know, both these guilds, they still have to go through each other before they're able to move on. So one step at a time, Biku. One step at a time. They have to find a way to beat their opponents ahead of them. Then they'll need to find out a way to beat their opponents in the next round.
All right. Now, like, I'm not sure what time is it there right now. I guess it's daytime, and for us, it's already 1 a.m. baby. No sleep, gang, and the game will commence very soon. Beluga, and of course his other teammate is gonna be carrying Dude Ain't Duck. And of course, I do also want to see Rufka play too. Like, Rufka is one of the OGs of the OGs. He is the boss of of Crypto Inside.
Yep,
Why meditate always in loser's bracket and make it tense? I mean, of course, it makes it exciting.
Scripted. It's all scripted.
It's all scripted. Yeah, absolutely. It's all scripted. They're trying to get BoodNation and Meditate in the grand finals, bro. Don't shut up. I've said too much.
We're gonna have some words with you after the stream. But enough about that. It's gonna be Beluga going up against Crown in the third game of this best of 5 series to find out who will be needing their ace first. And it's look like it's gonna be a both mirrors, both sides are gonna play the Resonance Vault in this matchup.
Interesting. Okay, both Resonance Vaults, both cabinets. Cabinets is for sale right now. And looking at those two Resonance Vaults, it's looking like two donuts in the field. Not really hitting that much except for one other Apostle. But taken very low is the Warrior on the side of Beluga. That is kind of weird on his side because honestly his Warrior has been carrying him in the previous games. And seeing as Crown does have double guardian on his side, it's actually looking like a bigger chance for Crown to win this.
Crown
it's more heavily favored in the end game.
Yep, he does get extra stun, the extra shields come into play, and Crown lost so much health though from the boulder and energize, and then the follow-up with the welcome to the slam. He's taking a lot of damage right now in this situation. And in this matchup, whoever goes into the late game with more HP generally is in a better position.
Oh, but looking at oh my goodness! But looking at how much damage Crown is taking, even though he does have double guardian, I don't think it has I don't think it has that much defensive abilities to keep him alive. They are at the same amount of health. The Warrior is still alive on the side of Beluga, and that's not what you want. That Warrior if the Warrior stays alive, best bet that your HP would go down out of nowhere suddenly, like this one. Boom. Like, I'm not even sure whose Warrior that was, but yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's what I say.
The last dude. Oh, but Crown dropping a lot low. One more right click, one more auto attack. She will be able to finish him off. The border does not connect. Crown still alive, still chasing. He has to back out from this. Shields do come out from the Wandering Steps. He is still healing up with the Wild Growth. Oh, but he's in danger. That should finish him off here. One more auto attack, and oh no, the Wandering Steps keeps him alive for a little bit.
Oh my god!
Oh,
and the boulder to the face out of nowhere from Beluga. Just takes it. Man, that is crazy. That is insane. Same plays coming from Beluga, and he's just keeping his cool there. He's getting some cold hands. Yep. Puff on the hand. keep those mittens warm, baby, because it is just some hot gameplay here. He is carrying his team, and it looks like it might go to a Rufka game, which I am very excited for. I haven't seen this gameplay since like beta, close alpha of this game, and of course he also played the speedrun tournament in Aperion Guild Wars and did hit third place.
But those are in the past right now, Biku, because this game is all that matters. Ahead of them all, the stuns do not connect, so that's going to be the Resonance Falls coming down onto his 2 Apostles. And they're taking a lot of damage, but the side of Beluga does drop his own Resonance Vault in the same area as well. So HP-wise, it is Beluga falling behind. And the one attack does have an advantage in this matchup, just because there's just so many units, so many things on the board that the orb attack does get split up, but the one attack damage will remain the same.
Alright, but here comes the second Resonance Vault. Haven't seen the second Resonance Vault coming in from Crown just yet, but it looks like Beluga is taking to half health. He is looking really unstoppable right now. The one Guardian on the side of Crown is taking extremely low there. Takes another... Oh my god, the welcome to the slam is used, putting him at a quarter health and forced to use the Resonance Vault and finds 4. All 4 of Beluga's Apostles are inside the Resonance Vault right now. Drops down a Resonance Vault of his own to shield them up and keep them somewhat alive, but it is so huge that a lot of HP is being taken away from Beluga's Apostles.
Yeah, actually both sides, the Apostles are just falling. Can't even tell who has the Apostle lead right now. It's just way too close. The Guardians are falling. That is a dangerous sign there for the side of Crown. Without the Apostles, you lose all the shields. Oh, but the headshot does connect. Oh, the welcome to slam as well. Follow up. The last dude is gonna pop off. That's gonna be a lot of damage. He has to watch out. Crown in danger.
Goodness. Way too much damage is being taken by Crown right now, and Beluga is just looking extremely strong here. Less than a quarter health, while Beluga is at half. He's just autoing away, waiting. Oh, here comes the Resonance Vault for the side of Crown, but it is just a ticking time bomb. It's just slowly waiting for his turn to drop the Resonance himself. Here it comes. He doesn't get the cancel on the rock and roll, and literally 2 Resonance Vault is inside each other. So, oh wait, I'm sorry, that was 1? I thought he got his own down.
He didn't get it. He didn't drop it off. Oh, but the rocks. Beluga does have the better rocks. Headshot coming out. It's gonna connect. That might change the whole game. It does connect. And things are getting closer here, Biku. Crown needs to get out of there.
Another headshot just takes the hit, but the Zip-Zap Orb battle might just do the trick. And oh my goodness, Beluga has no Apostles. And Crown takes a win and a game off of Beluga. Holy crap.
That was too close. That one headshot turned the tides of the entire end game there for the side of Crown. Forcing...
You just don't expect
Absolutely
that.
not.
It was literally neck and neck. But to end that game with 3 more Apostles than your opponent, that was insane. That was insane that's where it went.
And that was a point blank without setup as well. So that was a hard shot to connect. He did connect it as well. So that's huge. Oh, bad welcome to slam. That moved his warrior into the Resonance Vault. So taking unnecessary damage on a couple of his Apostles. That's not going to bode well here for the side of Beluga.
Yep, Resonance Vault literally found 4, and now 3 Apostles is taken very low, and Crown is looking very strong in this current matchup, with those 2 Guardians tanking all of the damage. And oh my god, the headshot! Beluga taken to half health, and the leaping shield ball hits him as well into the rock and roll, not allowing him to take some breathing room, but now he is forced to auto attack, and he has way more HP, and the onslaught continues for the side of Crown. He is not letting him go. The Zip-Zap does stun him out and cancels the boulder, and now another boulder from Beluga himself would try to equalize the HP, but the damage is done. The recovery process is already here, and that's 3. 3 is hit once again. Man, it's not looking good for Beluga.
Absolutely not. He lost a lot of HP there. But still hanging on though. Game's not over yet. Fat Lady hasn't picked up the mic, so he's still hanging on here. Oh, the headshots. Welcome to slam connects. A lot of damage being dealt there to Beluga. He's trying to heal up. He's trying to back off. Trying to buy some space with the rocks. But he is low. He is in a lot of trouble. He needs to find a little bit more space. Oh, but the leaping shield bomb keeps him in place. The critical right click though might be enough to keep him alive. The shields do come out. Another rock does come out. He does have a low cost. Resonance Vault though, but he has not been able to find the opportunity to drop it yet.
Okay, this could just be it. A 4-cost Resonance Vault could be his Hail Mary, and it does find 4, and the shield is definitely huge. That's 1 Apostle down. The Zip Zap Orb is taking him down as well. Okay, here comes Crown. Gets that, got your back, give up the shield, and of course the Root Trap Slide from the Hunter could just be it, but the Leaping Shield buff deals way so much damage, and the double volley to boot. One more auto, and Beluga's run ends here, and the king has been crowned, and he moves forward to the last game for this match. Oh my gosh.
Really well played there by Crown. The shirtless buff definitely came into play there. That was close. I mean, all 3 games were close. It was down to, you know, 1 single headshot, 1 double shot volley, or even just 1 leaping shield bonk. That really just made the difference in this matchup. And now, out of nowhere, you know, Dude and Duck, they made a good run. Beluga managed to finish off Cardinal, almost finish off Crown, but their luck might just be running out here because they only have 1 last player for the side of Dude and Duck. That's going to be Somero, and he's going to be facing up against Crown next. And if he defeats Crown, he has to play against Rufka as the first seed.
Alright. So, guess we don't get to see Rufka if Crown keeps this momentum going. It's going to be insane how this would work moving forward, but yeah, it was looking so good, honestly, for Beluga in that first game. The second game, it was looking good as well, but Crown fought back, and it literally, it was very eye-opening how those slow steps coming into that late game. Like I said, those double Guardians did some work that second game, and in the third game, gloves off, just full force, just
Absolutely.
full brute forcing it.
Yeah, that's how most of these games have been decided, just down to who's the grittiest towards the end, who's not giving up, who's still trying to land their shots, and you know, whoever holds on towards the end does win out. And right now, Crypto Insider 1 more win away to move on to the next stage of this match, but they still have to go through the final player, the ace of the side of Dude and Duck. That's gonna be Somero.
All right. I am ready, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see. Final match of potentially the final match of
Potentially
this
the
series.
final match. I mean, we do want to. I wanted to see Rufka play, but maybe this is not the game for that. But who knows? We'll see for sure. If Somero, the first seed right now, so he definitely is the final boss for Dude Ain't Duck. But does the seed actually translate into this tournament? Crown looked extremely strong till the very end, even with the priest. Oh wait, was there a priest? I'm not sure.
No, there's no priest.
There was no priest, yeah. And even if it was a mirror match, he fully understood how that game would go to the very end game.
Absolutely, and we are going to jump into potentially the last game is going to be Somero, or some people might know him as Potestan, against Crown in game number 4 of this best of 5 series.
Wait, this is Potestan?
It's Potestan, yes.
Oh my god! I mean, I was like, who the hell is Somero?
Potestan needs to win this to force us to a game 5, but if he fails to do that, that's going to be the end of the road for the side of Dude and Duck, and all weights are on his shoulder right now. Can he perform? Can he clutch it out and force us to a game number 5?
I mean, oh, dang. Are we going to be forced to game number 5? Like I said, I want to see Rufka play. I want to see what he's been cooking. Because ever since we've been forced to, well, we're not forced. We have to. Yeah, we have to play in our own servers. It was nice fighting him from time to time, but of course the lag kind of sad. Kind of sucks. Somero looks angry, Stormfarm said in the chat. Maybe that's just his face. Maybe he's just perpetually scary. Who knows? So yeah, but does the scary face translate into the game? We'll see for sure.
We have a Desecrated Ground against a Resonance Vault, so it's going to be Earthbenders all the way, healing in advantage of the side of Potestan, but on the other side, there's a lot of shields being put up there by Crown. So It's all about the early game aggression. Who can get the early game aggression down to a T? If Protestaten is off to a good start, you know that he's gonna be in a good position heading towards the late game, just because of the amount of healing he can bring out.
Oh yes, that's for sure. And now it looks like Crown trying to fight back the early aggression that Protestaten is trying to bring forward. He's just auto attacking him right in front of his face. But looking at the HP advantage on these apostles, it is not looking that good right now for Protestaten when it comes to the apostles. But at the end of the day, we're still waiting for the final circle. That's the real fight that's gonna happen here.
Oh, that's a critical ground gas drop. He has a prickly as well, so that's gonna reflect and prevent a lot of the healing done that Protestaten can bring out. So he does manage to get all his apostles out of there almost. So that's gonna be boding well. But Crown taking a lot of damage already. He has to kind of watch out and not take any more, because that late game is gonna be tough to play.
Okay, all right. Here is the drop of another Earth C6. Protestaten still at full health, and Crown trying to figure out where he's gonna pull some HP out of. He does have the most awesome Aegis in hand, and does get to use it. Forced to use that one prickly personality, just as a precaution, I guess. But that one hunter on the side is just getting burned by the zone, I think. Okay, moves back inside, and now he's still dealing with being half health for the rest of this game. He does have the got your back. He has all the tools to stay alive, and Protestaten's looking strong because he still has the Earth C5.
Yeah, but there is a warrior left alive, and he needs to deal with that as quickly as possible. Here comes the headshot. It's gonna connect. It's barely missing. Just scrape his ear. Thanks to just terrible aim there from the hunter. But hey, it's reaching towards the end game. The boulders are coming in, and they're gonna be important to land.
All right, let's go. Here comes the boulders, and here comes the late game. But whose late game is gonna get close to being a lot better, honestly? But it's looking like Protestaten's game with these rock and rolls. It is now a true 1v1 situation as the Earth C6 drops down, and Earth C5 from Protestaten is brought down as well. So he's gonna heal back at the same time, but Crown is looking really stronger. But both of them are taken very low. So the next AoE ability is gonna come from Protestaten. Now Crown forced to go outside of the zone. The Zip Zap Orb is there, gonna stun him, but the autos from Crown was just too much. And it looks like that's gonna be a 1-0 and one game away from getting eliminated.
Well, that was an interesting ending. I thought that, that EC5 in the middle could have been the ending there for the side of Crown, but his auto attacks with the combo star really come into play, really come into clutch there towards the end. I was able to finish things off before things got dicier, because we did see Protestaten start charging up his rock and roll, but not enough time to just come up with the stun.
Oh yeah. It's not looking good right now for Protestaten and his team. It looks like maybe Crown could just single-handedly just eliminate this right then and there. Feels bad. It really feels bad that one player did not make it. But honestly, Beluga and Protestaten are fighting hard to stay alive in this tournament.
Absolutely, and it comes down to this last potential match. They have to come up with all the stops if they want to try and win this. Headshot's gonna connect here.
Perfectly connected right there. Nicely coordinated and planned with the tailwind dash. All right, now a few autos here. Honestly, Crown, even though he does have the staff, he does not have the orb. His autos are still really strong. It showed in the last game, even with the Zip Zap and the AC5. Oh, the cancellation for the Resonance Vault is massive. Crown taken extremely low here, and it looks like Protestaten is looking to capitalize on this advantage. Here comes another headshot into the tailwind, into the shoot. 2,000 HP taken away from Protestaten right now, and here comes the Zip Zap. More aggression coming out of Protestaten just to close this game. He's trying to take advantage of this opening that he has.
Yeah, welcome to Stem did not connect. That would have been a huge game changer. But right now, both sides, huge healing there for the side of Protestaten. A 3 Apostle desecrated ground. That's going to be huge. That's going to be painful. That's going to be healing Protestaten so much, and Crown is running out of HP. he's running out of time as well. The circle's about to close very soon. 4 apostles still left alive there from Protestant.
Oh, that is insane. 4 apostles alive. I mean, is this too early to call it? Who knows? Because there's literally no way for Crown to heal back up from this. I mean, maybe next game he can make a comeback, but it's this. He just took way too much damage in the early game, and all of the apostles on his side is already dead. And seeing as how there's still 2 warriors, by the way, yeah, this is, if he wins, this is gonna be a difficult feat.
Yeah, all these apostles with no way of healing is a tough situation right now for Crown. He needs to drop this EC5 and he gets it off. That's going to be huge return damage. Suddenly things look possible here for the side of Crown. Can he turn things around? He needs to cancel a couple of desecrated grounds to be able to come back from this. But hey, we've seen magic happen before. Another desecrated, another EC6 gets dropped down. Can he cancel this? No, he cannot. So a bit of healing going towards the way of Protestant, but it's getting too close. This is neck and neck. Zap ores do come out. The autos as well. Crown still keeping alive for the moment.
Oh my goodness. Is this another Resonance Vault that's gonna drop? He hasn't canceled a single one, and it takes the full hit. The full frontal hit. Modestatin is taken way too low here. The Earth C5 is gonna be on top of it. And that's it. Say bye-bye to Dude Ain't Duck, because Dude ain't moving forward. And it looks like Crypto Inside is gonna go and face Meditate on the next round. Insane in the membrane.
I mean, Crown, I wouldn't say we counted him out, but I pretty much thought that the game was already over at that point in time. But that was an amazing comeback there by Crown, knowing all he needed to do to be able to win out that game, and he did exactly that. Cancel out the important skills, was able to land his Resonance Vault as well, and that closed out the game for him. Really spectacular comeback in the final game there for the side of Crown, and they are moving on. They are moving forward to the loser bracket quarterfinals, and unfortunately for the side of Dude and Duck, they will finish off at 7th and 8th place.
Yeah, spectacular. Great gameplay from both. We thought Beluga really looked extremely powerful there too, so it is insane how it all ended up. Well, sad to say I didn't get to see Rufka play today, but hey, at the end of it all, man, I mean, if they're pushing their limits, they are going to be fighting Meditate tomorrow, and I'm just excited for that as well. And of course, the winners finals is something to look forward to. It's going to be Atlas Gaming versus BoodNation. And yeah, jam-packed action. We peaked at 29,000 viewers on X today. Freaking insane. Don't forget, you get to win. You get to join a raffle for a Golden Apostle ticket just by retweeting the stream on X. There's already the link. The link is right there in the Twitch stream. If you don't want to join that there, okay, that's fine. More for us, more chances for us as well. And also, of course, we also have another game. One of our partners, one of our sponsors, the Machines Arena. Machines Arena is set in a more futuristic time. You get to shoot each other, your friends, and of course your enemy and their friends, in this awesome real-time strategy game. Have you played the Machines Arena, Zero?
Of course. I was a Zulu main.
Zulu main. Oh, okay. I like Riot. I like I like the fact that you can hook people. It's always funny when you just get to hook them out of nowhere, and especially the shield, and just making openings for your team. Zulu main. Yes, I'm a Riot main right here. But yeah, there is a Devil Engineer skin up for grab. Fill up the forums. It is also on Twitch. So if you're watching this from anywhere else, like from YouTube or from X, go to Twitch. The forum is there. It is a Devil Engineer skin. And of course, we're still going to be having another Dude Royale, baby. So stay tuned and stick around.
From the core of digital Genesis, a proclamation was forged. A shadow shall awaken, a fusion of flesh and wire, to unify the world. We, the Dominators, embody this prophecy, enforce its will, and shape destiny with unyielding metal and code. Our dominion is masked, operating through the facade that serves our quest to fulfill the foretold future. In our path stands Paragon, posing their unity and valor. The greatest threat to our mission.
Thanks. I wonder when it's my turn. Soon, buddy.
At all. Like,
oh, that's because Asta rigged it so you never win. Yeah, I know. You have, as you've noticed, like none of us from Apeiron or Funimagus have ever won this, because Asta rigged it all. You know.
I'm not from Funimagus at all. Why rig it out against me?
She doesn't like you, dude. Like,
I
I'm not supposed to say, but like, anywho, congratulations to the winner. Don't forget to sign up for the Machine Arena giveaway for that really, really nice skin. And don't forget to retweet it if you still have a chance. Just love a chance to actually retweet that live stream, even if it's not live. Who knows? Maybe you can still win the Golden Apostle ticket, baby. But tomorrow is a day.
Oh, absolutely.
Tomorrow is the day, baby. This is where we find out. Is Meditate still gonna stick around for the finals? Well, of course, it's gonna be heartbreaking if they don't. And also, Atlas Gaming is not a team to scoff at. Atlas Gaming versus BoodNation is gonna be huge. So, are we gonna be put into another weird, awkward situation where BoodNation and Meditate does have a fight in the lower bracket, and one of them has to sadly say bye-bye to one another? Like, there's so many things, so many bad things that can happen. But of course, you know, the good scenario is everyone's a happy family, and this is a great competitive zone. But no, it's a tournament, and we're out for blood, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fantastic matches tomorrow. We'll find out one of the qualified guilds that will be going to the live event tomorrow, and we will find out who will be moving on to the lower bracket finals as well tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Tomorrow we're gonna have a lot of fantastic matches. I'll be watching. I won't be casting with you, Biku, unfortunately. But hey, I'm definitely gonna be enjoying the show tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna be enjoying the show tomorrow too. Yeah. So stick around, baby. It's Atlas Gaming versus BoodNation in the winners finals. Is gonna book their tickets to the live grand finals, and of course, Sheci and Farmstic Guild versus Huru Gaming, and Meditate versus Crypto Inside, fighting for the losers finals. As I'm not really losers, that's the losers semis, baby. Yep. But once again, my name is Biku, and joining me till the end, Zero. Any last words?
No, I'll just see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy all the games, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, bye. One more auto, she just over. Heal the dash right in, tries to finish the job, and the auto finishes him off. Oh my. The switcheroo takes them side to side, but that might have been a bad idea for the side of Red there. He takes the fall up, takes the AC5, and needs to just steer clear off of Bins at the moment, but Bins just wants to go in. 20 seconds left, and the zone has now been closed. Yeah, forced to go and sit out inside of the Earth C6, and it's, oh my god, that's shoulder! The shield is what's keeping him alive, and now the Resonance Vault is gonna fall, and it looks like Meditate will at the same time. What?
This is insane. We are seeing a shift in Apeiron.
Mary pass, and it looks like Yui might just be sent to the Shadow Realm immediately. Walks towards the trap. Oh my gosh! 868 has locked in their tickets to Hong Kong.
Come on, cunt.
Let's go.
You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me? Get you what you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me? Get you what you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me?
Only free in the weekend. What's up? I'm that jigger nigga with 6 figure. Walked out, sweet brown sugar with 6 figure. High five, count my figure, she can taste that dinner. Night drive, Iggy, yeah, she figure, itty bitty, kitty, kitty, let me get down with her. Out loud, hit it 16 on the 4-4, she hit the dance floor. I never miss this on the league, yeah, she wants more. 6 in a.m., we be fucking see the PM. Back shot on the BPM, got the RPG, by the bank, ass that bounce, that's my thing. Tick tock, I think it's time to hit a good gun. She got me on my sentiment. Yeah, she figure when she get down on my element. Don't start tripping when you ain't even sipping. Don't get at me if it's mushy, then I'm with it. When I pull in, never stop till I'm finished. I come in like Rambo, on the background like Mutombo. Yeah, she fun, do I like it tasty. Got a clear view, that's feisty. I need some J Kush, I might just ambush. Holla back now.
What you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever? Do you wanna get to know me? What you gonna do? You gonna come closer? You gonna stare forever?
Wise man said, follow the stars, yeah, you shall find it. Be so bad vibes. If you hit your enemies try. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. But you can never kill me.